Hey guys, it's me, Sergeantmajormario. What is up? Welcome back to the last episode, or the last stream. Whoops, nearly dropped my thing there. The last stream of Sonic 06. Last time we were here, we kicked Solaris into his place, and then we did all of the Sonic Town missions. This time, we are going to do the Shadow and Silver Town missions, because why not? You know, might as well get them out of the way. However, we are gonna go back to Sonic because I kind of noticed that we're missing one. I just go to my fucking... Yeah, we missed one. So I'm gonna go back and have a look and see what we can find. If I can't find him after loop rounds of all three areas, then I'm just gonna, you know, go to Shadow and Silver. Just me tonight, so, you know. I honestly didn't expect Sam and Jack to be down for, you know, just town missions. Just gonna link that through. Right, I'll go with that. But yeah, this is basic. I'm not expecting a lot of people to, you know, just suddenly be like, oh, town missions, I want to fucking join that. I'm just gonna watch someone do fucking side quests. Joy. Nah, honestly, it's a good time killer. I mean, it's one of those. It's like I had the idea. You know, get some 100% action in. Yeah, newsflash, this is what happens when you 100%. You gotta do boring shit like town missions and loading times. Fun. What do you want? Fuck you. Even then, it's only gonna be 100% because I can't fucking find the town mission. Oh. Do you fucking mind? I'm running at the speed of light. He knows what's up. He hasn't got out of the fucking way. Will I make that? Yes, I can. Well, hold on. Was that barrel clipping through the floor? Oh no, it just fell out. I thought it was clipping through the floor for a moment. I was like, oh, it's like... The game's not that broken. I will defend where necessary. You know, Sonic, I appreciate you. Stop fucking running into the walls. Oh, fuck God's sake. Ah, Sonic, go home. You're drunk. Alright. Head for Dr. Eggman's secret base, but it did that. And here I was worried you weren't going to stream. You're a bit late, though. Only by like a few minutes. 10 minutes. I mean, to be fair, I didn't say a stream at 7 on the dot. I said a stream around 7. Nice job hitting everything except for God. Sonic's there running into everything. Do I get a medal? Sonic. No, Sonic. Just stop, Sonic. It's why I picked the blue gem, because, you know, that. Just zip at speed, but, you know, doesn't excuse the fucking lifeless scenery, does it? Worst part is, like, I gotta do this shit as Silver. I mean, Shadow's somewhat tolerable, but Silver, fucking hell. Sam ended the last stream. What do you mean? Kiri? I didn't quite follow. Because I am dum-dum. Hold on. I'm curious now. When I get curious. What's over here? Wait, can you stand on these? Nope. Man, this goes on for quite a bit, doesn't it? It's spring, yet it feels like summer outside. Oh, no, fucking peacock. Over here, it's spring. It feels like fucking winter. Is it? I'm just gonna have a look at my phone. Yeah, 9 degrees. Real feel, 2 degrees. Seriously, it feels like I'm in the fucking North Pole. Right, now I'm gonna do an actual proper search. There's bound to be someone here, surely. I mean, I know this place is lifeless, but come on. Ah, there he is. Ah, there you go. Fine. Why's that there? P, please help me. Eggman's mech suddenly attacked me. I'm terribly sorry. You seem very strong. Could you please escort me to the castle town? I still find it funny that it's like, you know, the time when everyone's on lockdown is when the world's like, oh, what a lovely day for summer. The robots are after me, please. You were calm earlier. You were very calm. It was like, oh, yeah, if you can help me, that'd be great. Now it's like, fucking hurry up. Ah, Sam might be joining. So, okay, a little bit of recommendation for the Sonic missions. Just slow down time. It will just make things a lot easier, trust me. There you go. Once there aren't any enemies, speed up time. Guaranteed S rank, motherfuckers. I've played this game. Am I proud of it? No. So I could theoretically just go ahead and be like, yep. Sort these bitches out. Oh, fuck you. Where'd my other ring go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. There you go. Fuck you. Oh, she's not dealing with mechs, is she? Wait. Oh, where is she? Oh, there she is. Bitch! Could you hurry the fuck up? In your own time, love. It's not like there's a bunch of robots trying to kill you or anything. Yeah, I kind of forgot. She has to be there for the robots to spawn. Can spawn triggers? Well, good to know the lightning shield works, eh? You like my bubble? It's made of lightning, you know. Did you really have to take the long way around the rock? Yeah, I remember this mission pissing me off because she takes the fucking scenic route. Casually kicked the tire away. Is Sonic 06 on the PS4? I have no idea. God, I've been sat in my office chair for so long my legs actually hurt. Also, hi streamer. Hey there, streamer. How you doing? Oh, man, this is what you call running? You humans are slow. You think Elise will get exercise, but no. Give me the bonus points. You know, Eggman, this is a bit excessive for just one chick. You're about to walk into those missiles. In fact, you taken a sliver of damage. Bitch. Kidnapping princess is enough, Eggman. Now you're just a flat-out terrorist. Oh, I see him. And here these out. Alright, and I think that should be it. There we go. So no sandwich jacks tonight? No, Sam might join later. But to be honest, I'm not expecting them to. Like, it's literally just, you know, it's just town missions. Thank you, Sonic. I think the robots were after the lady in waiting, Anna. Was that not you? Anna knows a lot about Soliana. I'm sure they wanted to get the information from her. By killing her? What? There we go. We've cleared all of Sonic's town missions. Why the fuck is Tails there? I'm hoping that for Sonic's 30th anniversary title isn't a remake. Well, I mean, the Adventure fans like to have a word with you. Oh! Hello?
Hello, hi.
I didn't expect you to join town missions.
Yeah, tell me, see what's going on here.
Your mic is awful, by the way.
Oh, it is? Oh, fuck. Let me just, quickly plug in my mic.
Yep.
Come on, Mike.
There you go.
Perfect, there we go.
So how you been?
I've been doing good. Insomnia hit me like a bitch last night.
Oh, you too, huh?
So, yeah, needless to say, I did not sleep at all.
What time did you go to bed?
7 a.m.?
Oh, I think it's like, alright, okay, so I went to bed at 9, right? And my body realized, like, no, wake up. It's 1 in the afternoon, wake up. I was like, now I'm gonna go back to sleep. Banging on my door, because a parcel arrived. I was like, oh, cool, parcel. I'll open that later, go back to sleep.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, I actually got some new controllers from Snakebite that they sent me to review.
Oh, nice.
They're called Playcons.
Uh-huh.
They're basically 2 sideways Joy-Cons, but
Nice.
in a more ergonomic grip. Honestly, they're really good.
That's good.
Like, there's no motion control and the vibration is meh, but honestly, they are fucking amazing controllers. Like, I'm working on the review tonight, but fucking amazing they are.
Ooh.
So like, if you guys want 2 extra players for stuff, though, you can get those for like £40. Honestly, I do recommend them straight out. Like, and that's not the review in me talking. That's just genuine facts.
So you guys seen that Coco Bandicoot wearing Alice in Wonderland dress that's coming to Crash Team Racing? I have not.
I've seen it.
I have not, sister. Is it good?
Yeah, she looks cute.
Cool.
Yeah. Honestly, I can't be bothered with. Like, I do need to get into CTR, I'm aware, but it's at that point where it's like the microtransactions. I know.
It was like I wanted to get into it, and then the microtransactions happened. And you're like, fuck.
Are those Joy-Cons that have the curved grips? They're the blue and orange ones with like the smiley face on them. That do kind of curved grips.
Mm.
So, assuming you're looking at the right ones, then yeah. I did actually get asked a question on my Curious Cat about which racing series is the best out of F-Zero, CTR, Sonic Racing, or Mario Kart. And okay, the F-Zero race, like, the last F-Zero game was the GameCube. So there's not really a fair question there. The CTR series, I need to play more. I would have said the Sonic series, but they fucked it up with Team Sonic Racing.
Ah, right.
I mean, have you played Team Sonic Racing?
I haven't, no. It's
awful.
a game that yeah, I don't plan to.
Good.
I've heard nothing but, like, people say it's like, oh, it's fun and all that, but then, like, they talked about it for about 2 days, and then the rest of it is just like, oh, okay.
Well, I think, like, another game came out at the same... Oh, yeah, no! Oh, yeah, I think it released around the same time CTR did, actually.
Yeah, that's why it was, like, talked about for, like, I want to say, at tops, it was, like, 12 hours. And then CTR came along and was like, "Yeah, you had your time in the spotlight. Get out of here."
I like to imagine because they delayed it because it was going to release in December. I like to imagine like they thought it's like, okay, December release. Sega, we got a problem. What's up? Smash Bros. Ultimate is releasing in December. You're joking? No, it's coming out in December. Shit. When? About a few days after. That could affect our sales. I mean, we did that once with Mario Odyssey, and that didn't go well for us. Okay, delay the game to June. June? Yeah, we could polish it. CTR remake announced for June. Fuck!
I'm about to end this man's entire career.
Activision's like, that's cute.
Kiri says, "Happy 600 subscribers. Do you got anything to drink?"
I've got Pepsi Max.
All right. You see, Tommy's one of those guys that doesn't drink.
Yeah, I do.
Do you have like an allergy to wine? Is it?
Yeah, I'm allergic to wine. It makes me rash horribly.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it could be one of those allergies that have passed, but I don't want to take that risk realistically.
That's fair enough.
I mean, from what I've noticed, like if you like cook it, if you cook it in food, I think that kind of mitigates it. But
yeah.
Like pure wine, nah. Last time I drank it, big rash on my arm. I was like, yeah, nah.
Okay.
And beer tastes like shit. Just full stop.
Oh yeah, no one likes beer.
Yeah, which
I've asked people like because I've been drinking out with friends and stuff like that. But it's like I've asked like people who get beers like, why do you drink it? And then they mostly answer me going just like, it gets me drunk quickly.
Yeah, which
so I'm just like, you just suffer through it, I guess.
Yeah, and I remember like because my mates in my halls were trying to get me to drink because they were saying of like tons of like drinks I should try, and I was like, and they said oh, you should try Budweiser or Beck's. I was like, look, I've tried beer, it tastes like shit, and they said, yeah, the taste doesn't matter. I was like, no, it does fucking matter. I'm shoving that down my gullet. It better taste fucking nice for me to want more.
I don't really understand that whole thing when it comes to like people drinking stuff just to get drunk. I want to kind of enjoy the process of getting drunk.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I love Pepsi Max because it tastes good.
My mother does this really weird thing where she like combines both Pepsi and wine, and it's very weird. She's done it for years, and I still, to this day, do not understand why.
I mean, if she wants to, you know, make an abomination, that's her choice, but, you know.
Exactly. We're just like, why are you doing this? And she's just like, it's because it's good.
For some reason, I'm just imagining just like, you know, Sokka from Avatar looking to tough, but it's you looking to your mum, and it's like, why do you feel the need to do that?
Exactly.
Do you know the scene I'm on about there?
I haven't seen Avatar in a while.
It's where I can't remember the name of like the creature they ride on. But it's like,
you mean Appa?
Appa. Thank you. That was actually bothering me for a bit.
Sky Bison.
But yeah. So Sokka tries to draw Appa, but he does it poorly because he's gone missing. And Sokka's like,
that scene.
Yeah,
you gotta do that. Why do you gotta do that?
It's like it's just been a while since I've seen him. Okay, and Toph's like, it looks just like him to me. And of course, Toph's blind.
Oh my god, thanks, Toph. Thanks, Toph.
It's like, thank you. I was really. Why'd you feel the need to do that?
I love Sokka. Sokka and Toph should have gotten together.
Well actually, it was implied that she did have feelings for him.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, you can draw me now.
Yeah.
I can get intoxicated by being sleep deprived and full. Healthy life for the win. Kiri, I wouldn't say that being sleep deprived is healthy, so kind of contradicted yourself there.
Have you tried a margarita? Look, I pretty much just sworn off drinking now. I mean, I'm not.
That's fair.
I'm not like so. Oh, look at me, Mr. Responsible. I'm better than you because I prefer milk rather than beer. I just don't see the appeal, in honesty.
I it's like I remember when I was like properly drunk and I was on a call. I felt like shit. I just did not like the aftermath of being drunk.
All I know is that like I've taken advice from drinkers, where it's like no matter what you drink, if you drink the same amount of water as you do with beer and stuff, you could potentially avoid having hangovers in the morning.
I just don't bother.
Okay.
If you're gonna drink, just get the hangover. Fuck it.
Well, it's like
you know what you're getting into. Just get over it.
Well, you get hangovers because you're dehydrated. Because beer, believe it or not, shocker, is not a good way for hydration.
I could imagine so.
Just like if you drink water, then you help mitigate that.
Tommy, does Jack know about the Star Fox stuff from last night? What the hell's the Star Fox stuff?
Okay, so.
I don't get in a call for one night and I missed out on like a massive inside joke. What's going on?
Okay, so Gary made another Twitter account on Fox McCloud, right? Because...
Are you fucking serious?
No. He did it as a joke. Because we were watching... we were watching... what the fuck is with that text? That text got corrupted there for a moment. Anyway, so we're watching Star Fox Zero: The Battle Begins, which is the 15-minute anime that Nintendo released to promote Star Fox Zero. And Fox starts off. The first thing he says is, "The name's Fox McCloud. My father passed away 5 years ago." and we just made it a joke that is like that is just how he greets people. He's like, "Hi, I'm Fox. My dad's dead." So Gary made the Twitter account and his profile just says, "My name's Fox. My father fucking died 5 years ago," and it's just nothing but jokes about his dad's being dead. So he just brings up constantly.
Okay, gotcha.
And then last night we read a list, or I read a list on the SCP website of things Dr. Bright is not allowed to do. And so we did a list of things Fox McCloud is not allowed to do. We went on for a while. We have over 70 things that he's not allowed to do.
Jesus fucking Christ.
We didn't even count. We just I started counting near the end. I was like 62. We got 62, and then we kept adding more.
This is the power of insomnia, people. It's a very dangerous power. Use it at your own risk.
I am gonna do a video of like reading out all of those things, and System did say that he might animate some.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I know it'll be a fucking blast. So I can't wait to read out that list. But we're gonna see if we can add more to it just for laughs. Oh, it was fucking amazing. It's like
I kind of want to add some rules, but I feel like I'd like say rules that already exist.
You can always have a look.
That's true, yeah.
Because there's like 3 or 4 rules per tweet, so.
I
mean, like some of them we make Fox to be a fucking psychopath. Where it's like not allowed to give Falco
Fox
hot
must
wings
not
for
go
lunch.
into the old. Fox McCloud must not go into the old folks' home. End rule.
That's a bit, believe it or not, that's a bit tame compared to what we've written.
Ah, nice. Jack, add some, please. I'm creatively drained. You caught me at like peak tiredness, dude. I'm sorry.
How many hours did you sleep for?
I'm trying to fix my sleeping schedule, so I haven't slept all day.
Oh Jesus.
It's like I went to sleep for like a little bit, but then I realized it's like, oh, I won't be able to sleep at night, so I'm like, I'm gonna stay up, and I'll fix my shit.
See, this is why you should have slept when I told you to.
I'm not. Shut up. Though, luckily for me, during my times of insomnia, I was in a Discord call within a server, and the leader of that server asked me if I wanted to read a fanfiction with a bunch of his friends. And so I was up for it, because I had absolutely nothing better to do, because the tiredness was not hitting me. And so we got to reading the fanfiction, and 2 hours later, The guy's now convinced that I'm a trap.
What?
The guy's convinced that I'm a trap. You wanna know why?
Why? What? That rebel was floating for a moment. Anyway, why?
Because, in the fanfiction there was a female character.
Oh, I think I see what this is.
And we'd swap, we would, like, read paragraphs, like, in between each other. So, like, we'd take turns reading the fanfiction. And, obviously, I got way too into it.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to be entertaining.
Yeah.
And, I managed to pull a voice that was so fucking feminine, I outgirled the fucking girl in the call. I shit you not. Like, the moment I started talking, like, in the girl voice, fucking, like, the guy turns to me and goes, like, I'm shocked at your vocal range. And I'm like, I know! And, like, I had to, like, do, like, one moan for,
Jesus.
for one of the things, and like I kept reading and all that. Everyone was just like, "Yeah, okay, that was pretty good." And like the girl just like gets into the calls like, "Are we just gonna completely ignore Jack's perfect hentai noise? Are we just gonna forget? Are we just gonna forget that?" And it's like I do, and then the person fucking said, "Look, I think throughout this entire recording, I think I now realize that Jack's a trap." And I was like, "No."
Is this what? Is it just Anakin looked at Palpatine? Is it possible to learn this power? And it's just you on Palpatine's face.
Yes.
Not from a man.
Turns out when I'm sleep deprived, I can do some weird shit with my voice.
Jack became Jacqueline.
Jacqueline. It was great stuff though. The fanfic, yeah, it took us 2 hours to read the fanfiction because it was so fucking long.
What was the fanfic out of interest? Don't read it, I'm just like curious.
No, it was like a Sonic fanfiction, because
Oh.
obviously those are always annoying. But like, what made the fanfiction, like, first off, it was very fun to read because like there was tons of spelling errors, misuses of words, sentences that just flat out made no sense. It sounded like fucking broken English sometimes. But one thing I didn't like about the fanfiction was that it took fucking forever to get to the action. Like,
well, is it one of those porns that have so much build up you kind of forget it's a porn?
it's like one of those things. It's like we were like reading the story, right?
Yeah.
And there were some paragraphs that made it go like, oh, they're about to do it, but then they just stopped and just kept going on with the build-up. So we were like 3/4 of the way into the story and nothing fucking happened.
Do you know what that?
And then it was at the last fucking quarter where like shit hit the fucking fan.
Do you know what that reminds me of? It
What's that?
reminds me of that BuzzFeed article you read. About...
Oh, you might be cleaning your penis wrong?
Yeah, but it never really said how to actually properly clean the dick.
System says, Fox is not allowed to read hentai fanfiction in an overly feminine voice. Rule 71.
Write it down! Write it down!
Saying you are my brother Falco, I loved you is false, and please escort Falco to immediate medical attention if he's found by a lava river while he is being burnt alive.
No, you may not wait on him to become Darth Vader. It's just that kind of shit that we did.
Rule 72. Fox McCloud is not allowed to have the high ground. Jot that down, boys.
You jot it down, boy.
I ain't fucking jotting down shit. I'm tired. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Rule 73. Fox McCloud is not allowed to talk in slang.
What the fuck? I think these two are having a domestic. I told you I had the pan ready! You didn't cut the ingredients, woman!
I am going to fucking smack you! I shall beat my meat in public!
I'm going to...
How could you?
I'm going to do this with
This
my
was
hands!
terrible! Why are you doing this to me, woman?
I'm going to do this with my hands! If you get hit, it is your own fault!
I am trying to impersonate Jim Carrey, but I am doing very bad.
You sound like a fucking stereotypical Indian.
Stereotypical Indian.
Yeah. Hello, customer service, how can I help you?
Thank you, come again.
Didn't they actually remove Apu from The Simpsons? Like I heard it was
I think they did it I think they did it like temporarily, but then he's back.
Oh,
I haven't
right.
read too much on that story. Rule 75. Fox is not permitted to trap his co-pilots in spherical containment chambers and refer to them as his Pokemon.
They did. Okay. That fucking like Apu dispute was so bullshit.
It was because of like a documentary which was made by a comedian, ironically enough,
Oh, here we go.
that thought Apu was a very offensive stereotype.
Yeah, and of course,
But
like
then there was this.
fucking Karens will jump on that shit, eh?
But then there was like one video that was made like after that whole documentary, and it's a 41-minute video which I highly recommend you watch, which is about it's titled The Apu That I Know, and it's pretty much going through like everything that's great about Apu, and pretty much listing like all of his great traits. And I think like at the end, somewhere near the middle of it, the person was pretty much saying like, when you put all the good things that like Apu is, I would argue that it's more of a flattering interpretation of an Indian person as opposed to an offensive one. Because like Apu, he fucks. Like
Yeah.
he fucks.
He committed adultery at one point, didn't he?
Yeah, he's a fine specimen, gotta say. You're telling me a bad woman in front of Sonic, no less.
To end off The Simpsons, they should do a Simpsons movie too. I actually remember
I
hearing...
actually just watched the Simpsons movie like an hour ago.
Does it still hold up?
Oh, I love it. It's a great film.
Yeah,
Jokes are all still very solid.
I did actually hear from one of the writers, apparently, like, he was gonna, like, if he was to end it, he would end it in, like, a time loop.
Yeah, I remember like watching a video about that.
For those who are unaware, like he said that if he was to end The Simpsons, he would end it where they're like going to Bart's Christmas play, which was the original start of The Simpsons. So it'd end off like, you know, it restarts back to season 1. But he said that no one's asked him about it, so he's gonna leave that quietly there.
Yeah. They need to get rid of Groundskeeper Willie for being an offensive Scottish stereotype.
I know, like...
Everyone in The Simpsons is an offensive stereotype, so, like, It's all even game.
It's like...
What's Homer? He's, like, the most offensive interpretation of an American ever, so, like... It's free game in The Simpsons.
I mean, like, the thing is, it's like... Some people lump The Simpsons with Family Guy. Like, Family Guy, that is blatant stereotype. The Simpsons is, yeah, it's stereotype, but that's not the main focus of the plot, you know?
It's like Family Guy is stereotypes, but Simpsons is stereotypes with character.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, Apu is stereotypical Indian, but he's more than just that. He's got, you know, personality. Like he's got he's got fucking octuplets, and he committed adultery and shit.
We need to remove Jack for being an offensive stereotype. An offensive stereotype of what?
Yeah, because
failing art student? Is that what my stereotype is?
Should I be removed for stereotype of failing game designer student?
Will I be the offensive stereotype of a failing YouTuber?
Isn't this? This is a guy from Ace Attorney. Hi, I'm an employee at Rimlight. I was originally in Ace Attorney for convicting.
Objection. Omega, you're not funny.
Omega, I thought I removed the humor chip from you. Alright, just added Fox cannot have high ground.
Fox cannot have high ground.
Ned is a stereotype of a Christian, but he has more character with his wife passing away. Well, the problem with modern Simpsons is they developed the term Flanderization. Where it's like...
What the fuck?
Yeah, Flanderization is a term where it's like a character who had a lot of story at the start is now known for just one trope. Like, like Sandy Cheeks.
He was really good in the movie, actually.
He was. But it's like...
I love Ned.
It's like Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob, right? Like, before, she was, you know, a good friend of SpongeBob, and she was, you know, like, an out there character from Texas. Now, in the modern SpongeBob, she's just a scientist. Like, she's just a crazy inventor. Like that is pretty much all she's known for now.
Yeah.
And it goes to, like, Ned Flanders, because, like, Flanders is what started the Flanderization. Where before, he was an in-depth character that, you know, ran the Leftorium and, you know, lost his wife. Now, he's just, he's just run-of-the-mill Christian. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, you know, can't have teenagers kissing. The Bible doesn't say that. Where it's like, Ned, come on, mate. Like,
I love that episode where like he actually like lost his mind and started fucking roasting the shit out of everyone.
that was Hurricane Neddy, wasn't it?
I don't know what the name of the episode was, but I saw that clip and I'm like, yes, this is great.
But and it's a problem because like old Simpsons had so much charm. Whereas like Homer hated Ned, but he didn't want the worst to come to him. Whereas like, you know, Ned's about to lose his house and Homer's like, nah, I'm gonna save your left door room. I'm gonna call every fucker in Springfield and we're gonna buy a ton of shit from your shop so you keep your house.
Yeah.
It's like, I love shit like that, you know? But now it's just...
It's like Homer was a jerk, but he knew when to stop. It's like, that's one of the things with like old Simpsons, from what I gathered.
Gary, I'm well aware one of the maps looks like, well, not Mr. Krabs' face, but it looks like a crab.
Hey, Sam.
Hi.
But Dad, the records only go back to 1875, when the Hulu records was mysteriously blown away. I like that.
I was hoping the cat would meow me in, but she's miraculously silent right now.
Cool.
Oh, there's a meow.
You just had to jinx it, didn't you?
Oh, look at that. Right on cue.
No, I thought it would be cute if she, like, meowed me in as soon as I entered the call, so you would just hear a random meow and get mini heart attacks.
No,
But,
all I would hear is the fucking ba-doop.
Yeah.
The surprise
Your
is kind
plan
of...
failed before it even like initiated.
God, do you guys remember that shitty horror film called Unfriended?
Unfriended. I remember seeing clips of it.
It's such a shitty concept, isn't it?
Yay.
Where's-
Ghost out to kill someone who humiliated her.
Yeah, for those who are unaware of Unfriended, firstly, congratulations. But the plot of it is like this this girl went to school and shot herself because of a clip of her was posted online. I think she was like passed out naked and drunk.
Yeah.
She passed out and she shit herself.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, so that was posted throughout social media because, you know, people are dicks like that, and she killed herself, unfortunately. And and so 1 year later, these 6 group of friends who are gonna, you know, plan to get together and stuff, are in a Skype call. And then there's this mysterious figure there, and they can't remove the figure. She is forever in the call. And they're like saying, who the fuck is this person? And then they start asking who posted the clip. And then, okay, so and then it turns out to be the ghost of the girl possessing a Skype account, and then starts possessing shit in their homes to kill them off one by one. Even, like, making a guy stick his hand in a blender for some fucking reason.
And doesn't one girl, like, deep throat a curling iron?
I believe so, yeah. But it's like, you know, just leave the fucking call, you know? Just turn off your Wi-Fi, leave the call, there you go.
The ultimate, like, sequel to that, like in the trilogy, will be in a Discord server.
No. The sequel is Discord, the threequel is Twitch.
Twitch.
Like, that shit's live.
Yes.
That would be kind of interesting, though.
I think
Like,
they made like a whole thing where it was like a spirit was taking over some. I think it was about a cam girl, where it was like a spirit.
That's what I was gonna say. Like the only sort of live haunting of, you know, a character I've seen is in Cam, which is a really shitty Netflix movie about cam girls, which is totally not accurate as to how cam girls work.
Alright.
And yeah.
Don't tell me you guys
But yeah,
don't
that
have
would
a
be
blender.
interesting in terms of like the live audience element.
Don't tell me you guys don't have a blender right next to your computer specifically to make salsa and nothing else.
So why salsa though? Like a mixed drink or a cocktail I can understand, but why salsa? You gotta have a lot of ingredients for those. That has a bit of a mess involved.
Maybe you have an addiction
Like at
to
least when you're mixing
Doritos.
drinks. But like at least when you're mixing drinks, everything is in a bottle or something. Like with salsa, you gotta get the you know, the vegetables. You gotta get the spices. You gotta get any liquids you put in there if you put any liquids in there. So that seems like a bit more of a hassle if you ask me.
I don't know. I personally don't like salsa.
I don't like salsa either.
Like, it's not just the flavor, it's more the fact where it's like, you know, I kind of expect it to be warm, but instead it feels like I'm chewing on ice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's also chunky. I don't like chunky sauces. It's bleh.
No, chunky I don't mind, but it's like if I'm eating something that has spice, I kind of expect it to be warm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like a flavor dissociation.
Yeah. It's like getting a wrap, where it's like you could eat that wrap cold, if you're an idiot. If you're stupid.
Kitty, come here. She's yelling at me because I went grocery shopping today.
Have the shops
You didn't get me my fucking food, you fool. What have you done? I'm gonna fucking starve.
She can't complain. I got her wet food. But yeah, so I
now
needed milk
suddenly
because I'm
don't
running
like
low
wet
on
food
milk.
because I'm spiteful.
Yeah, I was running low on milk, so I got some milk. And then I went to another store. I was trying to look for some pasta or like a specific brand of pasta because I only have 2 more bags of that, and it's actually really fucking good. But they didn't have that in stock, so I got a couple other things. I also found cans of soup, but they're large cans of soup that you need to open with a can opener. And I have a can opener, but I don't know if it'll actually open the can, so I might just have to take a chainsaw to this can if I want some soup. But finally, I found some soup.
Do they not have ring pulls?
It depends on the like. Usually, the ones I get, like the normal size one, have the ring pulls, but like the extra large cans don't.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah.
I kinda
So
feel
I
like-
finally found soup, but I didn't have to go to the clothes store to find it.
I kind of feel like all tin cans should have ring pulls by default now.
Yeah.
Like if you can implement them in, you know,
Yeah.
aren't they
Okay,
giving
kitty.
out food at the schools near you? Steele?
We don't go to school anymore.
Yeah, yeah, just like you know, here you go, kids.
I haven't been to school in fucking months.
Here you go, kids. Here's your packed lunch, and just suddenly like me, fucking like sweaty 21-year-old there. You got any school lunches left?
And Carrie asks, "Do you have a chainsaw, Sam?" No.
Not yet.
I will.
Well, then you just need.
I will materialize a chainsaw from my mind and open a goddamn can of soup.
And so far, that is not working. So get a chainsaw.
Have you? Okay.
You know, I was almost gonna buy a machete on Amazon before the whole Corona thing
As you
happened.
do.
Then it increased in price.
As you do.
Well, yeah.
Home defense, obviously.
Well, and also some yard work as well, because at my cousin's house they have a little patch of yard that is just very overgrown, and I was thinking I could get the machete, justify the purchase by chopping down all the bush that's in their yard, and then just keeping it around for display.
Display.
Hush, Cat, you know I like swords. Don't judge me.
Okay, so actually going back to the topic of horror films, have you two seen like a concept of a horror film advertised that you liked the look of but was ruined when you saw the film itself?
I don't really know because I don't watch that many horror films.
I don't even really watch that many trailers, so I can't really say something was ruined for me thanks to a trailer.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you don't really-
not ruined in the
Well,
trailer.
it's like the idea, I guess.
Was
Oh,
like
the idea.
was like interested because of the trailer, and it turns out that they just got like the best bits for that trailer, and the rest is just shit show.
I guess like when it comes to me, like when it comes to horror, I say like in terms like one book did that for me. Like when I was like fascinated by the idea, but the book turned out to just be boring.
Yeah.
Mine was Call of Cthulhu by H.P. Lovecraft.
Ah, right.
Yeah, that's a hard read.
It's like, or it's like I think I don't know what the other one was, but it was like about the fish people. No, the Shadow of Innsmouth. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
The Shadow of Innsmouth. Yeah, that's what it's called. The idea of it is really good. Like H.P. Lovecraft has amazing ideas. Like his cosmic horror themes are fucking spectacular, but God, his books are so boring.
But Jack,
It's just the
he's a
prose that
racist.
he uses.
I don't give a fuck that he's racist. He's a fucking genius.
It's just the prose that makes it very hard to read because, I don't know, maybe just narration styles have changed over the decades because you see old media from back then and it's written in such a way where people found it entertaining. It was a smash hit, but today you find it really boring unless you either have like an audiobook companion or it's told in a more tasteful narration style.
Yeah, exactly, Gary. The guy knows how to name a cat, even though the cat wasn't black.
When you please don't name the cat.
I'm not gonna name the cat on your stream. Jesus Christ, I have standards.
What do you take me for? Some sort of racist Irish? Wait a minute.
I am suppressed Irish racist. I only say it offline as opposed to online.
You know, it's the first time I'm seeing these missions, and it's kind of weird.
Do you know what's funny about these missions?
What?
Like this mission right here, the guy told you what to do, and it cut straight to the mission after a loading screen. No separate loading screen for him to. Oh my god! What the hell happened to that car? Yeah, there was like no separate loading screen for him to say, okay, I'm going to repeat it to you again. Now go. It's just okay. Now we're doing it.
Okay,
Well, this just makes me want to play a racing game.
Just slams on the brakes.
I just see a
Oh my god,
highway
he's
and a
firing
car,
missiles
and
at
I
us!
just want to play Burnout.
System says War of the Worlds is just like that. I haven't seen War of the Worlds. Is it good?
I saw the Tom Cruise version in 2005.
All I know is that like the sound of it is quite cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, War of the
The
Worlds is
fucking,
those
like,
tripod
trombone
aliens
horn.
coming to Earth,
Yeah,
right?
the tripod. Yeah, though that's War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
And their biggest weakness is germs.
Yeah.
But film shit.
What a weakness.
But the film is...
Alien technology, weakness, biology.
I kind of hate those films where it's like my problem with films sometimes where it's like, hey, there's a big disaster going. What the fuck's happening? I don't know, but here's the main character. We're gonna focus on him for like 2 hours.
Yeah, I want a disaster film where it actually focuses on the disaster.
Like I remember that was like a big.
Well, there was
complaint.
one. Well, though, like there was one film that I watched. I don't know what the name of it was, but it was about the Japanese tsunami, and it was about a family that got separated because of it. And I think that's one of the only films that did like a really good job at making you care about the character itself rather than the disaster.
I know the one you're on about. It's about the Indian tsunami in 2004.
Yes, that's the film. That film's really good.
That film made me cry.
It was a great film.
Like, the
you
end,
know, at the
like-
very end when like he screamed his dad's he screamed dad and he finally came over. I was like, "Fuck yes!"
Dude,
Can you come over
I
here?
was in tears at that moment. Like, holy shit.
Like the acting in that film was fucking phenomenal.
Oh yeah, but oh my god, but rarely do films make me fucking cry like a child. But I was like, fuck. The feels.
But yeah, that was definitely a fantastic film.
Oh, it really was.
That's one of the only disaster films where like you didn't really focus on the disaster. You focus more on this family being separated and
Yeah.
trying like their hardest to get back together.
Well, the thing is, I feel like there should be more films about aftermaths and stuff, like showing how people are coping.
Actually,
I'll
Grave
give
of the
Sonic
Fireflies
X-
is pretty
we will
good.
give like Sonic X credit because they actually did dedicate like a good few minutes to like showing the aftermath when Chaos attacked.
Few minutes, keyword.
So I will give them that. That was good.
Like in terms of a movie that
I
shows like the
like
aftermath
parts
of a
of Sonic
disaster.
X, people. I know it's fucking phenomenal.
Well, you and I couldn't stop fucking laughing because the battle arc was so good.
I know. Why the fuck wasn't Sonic X just like the battle arc? I was so annoyed because it was only like.
Hello, I'm new to the channel. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Fox McCloud. My father died 5 years ago.
Oh, Gary.
Oh.
Gary. Don't give him praise. Don't encourage him.
Can we have a tornado disaster movie where the tornado has a character arc?
Rule 76. Fox McCloud is not allowed to comment on live streams to make people laugh.
Unless given express permission by either Peppy or Falco.
Nope. You can't do it.
Tornado character arc. Wasn't that the plot of like Twister, where they tried to put so much development on the tornado?
I've no clue.
I don't know either.
I haven't seen Twister.
Good.
Neither
shit.
have I.
Like I remember people just reference like, oh yeah, flying cow, lol.
Okay.
And System says, boy, have we got a list for you to read it, Mr. McCloud.
He reads the list. He's like, "This is bullshit."
He did actually tweet it where it's like, what? He did actually tweet it. It was like,
Yo, what the fuck?
yeah, yo, what the fuck?
Yo, what the fuck are these rules?
Yeah, we had fun trolling a friend on Twitter yesterday,
Uh huh.
and it was amazing. Should I give the context, or...?
I already told him about the Fox list.
Okay. I was late, so I didn't know.
You fool.
I have 70 alternative accounts.
I have, in Box's case, I have 70 alternate rules.
Foxfucker 1, Foxfucker 2, wrong
I have
rules!
70 alternate rule books. What What the fuck? My Twitter is blowing up. Yeah, there we go.
We spent an hour on those jokes, says system.
We did. We literally did.
An hour.
It was like 6 in
It's
the
been like
morning.
an hour and a half, give or take, yeah.
Oh
It
my.
was
I think that's the
amazing.
first and only time I picked up a speed shoes power up.
Well, there you go.
Okay, look, Professor, I know you gotta go, son. He was fucking just speeding! Just slow down, dude! You didn't need to get to hear that quick!
Guys, calm down.
He's just fucking, like, do you not have brakes on your car?
And Kiri asks, anyone can give me some fried fox? I crave flesh.
Oh no, the Professor will be killed. Jesus Christ! Oh, fuck no. Best thing about Sonic X is when they focus an episode on the dude who shot Maria.
Yes.
Oh, yeah!
I will give him that. That was a really, really good episode. It was done amazingly in the Japanese dub. The English dub completely ruined it.
I was about to say, how about that 4Kids version, Jack?
Fuck that. Disgusting. I feel personally offended.
I remember
Because it was just so fucking good when the fucking blaring music was not there.
Yeah.
And it was just silence. And all you heard was just like the screams of the soldier trying to make Maria stop.
I remember
It was good.
when
Loved it.
I remember when someone pointed out about Molly's death in the dub, and I
hated
only
it.
saw your response with "They what?"
They what?
Did Sonic X the 4Kids put goofy music over it? Yes, they did. Yeah, yes, they did.
It was the most horrible change I have ever seen in my life.
It was blatant fucking MIDI shit, wasn't it?
I don't know, it's like one thing that like I want to do, like what I'm doing in the future is like doing an art video while also reading Sonic hot takes and discussing them. Some people have said
Also, that's why you've been collecting all those opinions on Twitter.
yeah, some takes that I've gotten about the TV show specifically is that the 4Kids version of Sonic X is the best, and I'm gonna be like, okay, let's rip this take apart.
Oh, what's
Let me
that?
explain to you why you're objectively wrong.
What's that? Someone's wrong.
An opposing opinion to mine. What?
Just like fucking Zarbon's there, like,
Pussy.
pussy.
You're wrong.
And Sam has no idea because she hasn't watched Dragon Ball Bridge.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's been a story of my life.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You're right. You don't have to be a dick.
I'm also just editing some art in the background.
Ah,
Cool.
oh, for fuck's sake! Can I fucking destroy boxes, please? Thank you.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Redbubble has a new product. They have pin buttons now,
Oh, really?
and I really like pin buttons because The World Ends With You really made me like pin buttons. So I'm like, oh my god, I would love to put some of my art on a pin button, and then there you go.
Maybe I should edit my.
So they're doing
film
buttons
merch
now,
to
and
have-
I'm really happy about it.
Okay. Rule number 77. Fox McCloud is not allowed to express terrible takes.
What'd he say? I mean, it's not that bad.
not bad. I grew up with it.
Yeah, that is people's excuse for why they think it's good, but that's not really a justifiable excuse.
I don't give a
Nostalgia
fuck about
doesn't
your
always
nostalgia.
mean good. Just ask the fucking Melee fans. Christ. I hate
You
this.
can't use your nostalgia as a shield. I mean, you can still say that something's like bad, but you can still like it. I think that's what I feel like some people don't understand when it comes to like people discussing like flaws with films. Even if a film is like filled with plot holes and stuff like that, no one's stopping you from liking it.
Yeah.
You can still enjoy it, but to say that those flaws do not exist is dumb.
It's the same when you talk about like a fandom as well, just because it's like, okay, I like the thing the fandom is surrounded, the thing the fandom is surrounding, but I don't like the fandom itself because of such and such reasons. But I like the product that they're being fans of on its own,
Yeah.
or to
Yeah.
an extent. Like, I think
feel like the
Steven
people
Universe
that
is
like-
okay, but I'm not exactly all over the fandom itself. for
I feel like the
example.
people that like say they don't want to get into something because of the fan base is a really dumb excuse to not get into something.
I think some of it is anxiety and fear, just because, like with the Sonic fandom, for example, I was really nervous about it for a very long time because I've heard nothing but bad things about it. I remember when I wanted to turn a story of mine into a webcomic, one of the first things a friend of mine told me was, I'm really concerned about you because if this comic doesn't work out, you're gonna be a Chris-chan.
No,
And then
you'd have to try to be another Chris Chan.
Yeah, so it's hearing all these tales of cringe that made me afraid of it at first, but to my surprise, when I just entered it on my own kind of anonymously, they were so nice! They were so fucking nice! And supportive! And
Pretty sure if you told, I'm pretty sure if you told them you were a woman, then the simps would be there.
Well, I did have some random person try to hit on me in character as Sonic once.
Yeah.
I hate those people.
It was funny! Well, it was funny to me. I think normally people might be bothered by that, but I found it really funny, actually.
I remember.
Hey Jack, you want to think about Steven Universe? Jasper should have stayed shattered. I agree with that. I mean, it's like, yeah, I do agree that Jasper should have stayed shattered. It kind of like lessens the impact of what Steven did.
And what about that whole Pink Diamond connection she had in one of the past seasons? That went absolutely fucking nowhere. That was a dropped storyline along with frickin' Pumpkin.
Yeah, Pumpkin just doesn't exist anymore. He fucking died.
Yeah, Pumpkin
He
rotted
rotted.
into the sea.
He just rotted, never to be seen again. People say that the SU fandom is very bad. I feel like it's toned down a little bit now. It's not as bad as it used to be.
Yeah.
I mean, like, after, like, the whole, like, drama where someone almost killed themselves over it, I feel like the fandom, like, really took a step back.
Like, the
And
only
they
thing about the
stopped
Steven
being, like,
Universe
so-
fan and that people get
yeah.
uppity about is like, oh, but it has all this SJW stuff in it. It's like, shut the fuck
Those
up.
people
You're
that,
analyzing...
those people aren't fans of Steven Universe. It's
Not
just
to
like,
mention, if you're that caught up, trying to find any sort of, quote-unquote SJW message in your media, then you're just trying too hard. You're trying to be offended. You're trying to analyze something that may or may not even exist. So calm the fuck down.
Honestly,
this is why I don't really like it. This is why I really don't like people that try to put politics into films. I really hate it.
If it happens by accident, that's one thing, but if it's deliberate,
exactly.
then it's like,
trying to,
ugh!
Trying to, like, interpret a text and turn it into a political message is fucking retarded.
Yeah, it's like the people who say, like...
politics. It's like, I don't care what you think the politics of Suicide Squad is. That's not what it fucking is. It's not.
It's like the people who
doing
try to
any
find an
politics.
allegory in Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland is just a bunch of, like, little nonsense stories because they were entertaining. It's just fun. It's meant to be fun. Stop.
Wasn't the art criticism into Suicide turned out to be a hoax, though? No, that was not a hoax. I can tell you that shit was not a hoax.
I was there.
Because the person, like, I feel like the person left for a good while and she came back. She actually has a YouTube channel now, which is great.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so from what I know, they're doing good. Yeah, they did more than that even after the fact. Oh, they did? I mean, I haven't really caught up on the Steven Universe fandom. I tend to just watch the show as its own. I don't tend to get involved in the fan base. I don't get involved in any fan base, really. Except Sonic, because it's funny to make fun of him.
Yeah, it's kind of rare for me to really be involved in a fan base. Like, I used to be really into Italian. The people in the Italian community were nothing but nice to me. I kind of fell out of it after season 6 of the anime, just because I wasn't able to watch it as much, so my love of Italia kind of waned. Italia did help me pass my history test, though, so I'll always be thankful to the series for that. Generally, I kind of fell out of it because the 6th season of the anime started becoming more fan service rather than, like, history trivia, which is what I got into the show and the manga for. So, bleh. And then I guess Sonic kind of replaced it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really think of any other fandoms I've had any major involvement in.
Yeah.
No one's exactly standing the Zaboomafoo fandom, so, that's sad.
Sam, what is your favorite launch title? Asks Zach.
Favorite launch title? I very rarely get games at launch, so I can't really say. Yeah, I can't really think of anything. I've never gotten a game at launch or like a console with games at launch, so
Oh well.
yeah, I'm kind of lost on that one.
I mean, like, Jack, you were saying about the whole problem people that shouldn't be, like being scared away by the fandom isn't like that much of a good excuse. Wouldn't you argue that like the fandom could is like in a way sort of like concerning enough for someone to be like, well, if you're going to be like this about something, why should I bother joining in the first place?
I feel like that's people like thinking that they're going to be sheep, and I feel like if you're going to go into a fan base like that, it's just like, that's on you, buddy.
So I mean, it's like
I feel like you should just enjoy the fandom for yourself. It's like, if you think the fandom's like really bad and all that, it's just like, what I would suggest to anyone that wants to like get into something, if you've heard rumors that the fan base is bad, just don't really interact with it if you don't want to.
Or
Nothing's
go into
forcing
it,
you.
like, or if you're kind of in that, like, should I get into it, should I not? I've heard this, I've heard that, but I don't know, or I've only seen this perspective. What I did with the Sonic fandom, for example, I was really bored. And I was like, you know what, I think I'll join Amino, because I keep hearing a lot of YouTubers talk about Amino. So I joined Amino, and there was a Sonic community, and I just joined it randomly because I was bored. And I didn't even know if I was going to keep the app for that long. But I joined it, and, people were nice. People were talkative. And, people had, well-thought-out opinions on things. And I was like, wow, this is not what I was told about the fandom. Why are they so nice?
Mm-hmm.
And I, I found that I enjoyed it. And I was kind of comfortable with it when I went into it on my own without any real expectations or anything. And,
Oh yeah, Gary, that story you brought up makes sense. I feel like the difference between that was the people who attacked the artist had some, like a very small minority of people who like supported them. That YouTuber got no fucking support. Everyone called him out. Like no one was fucking buying any of that shit.
I mean, even then, but like the problem is that while fan bases are not all that bad, the more toxic ones are the loudest. Like, I remember Henry told me about this this girl who won a Smash Ultimate tournament, and she beat someone who was a seasoned fighter, but
and then she won with a quote unquote like low tier character.
And she got bullied for it.
And they're literally sending her death threats because she won as Isabel, who was low tier. Like, just because of a fucking tier character.
Yeah. And that egregious shit, I could never understand why the Smash community is like that. It's like, just let people have fun.
And even
that's what the game is about.
And
Sakurai is disappointed in you when you do that shit.
And even then,
you're impressing no one.
And even then, it's like with the Rick and Morty.
Hey, look, it's Tom. It's Tom.
Oh my god, it is! Oh my god, it is Tom! Holy shit!
We found Donut Lord. Sonic 06 predicted the Sonic movie confirmed.
But even then, it's like with the like Justin Roiland, like creator of Rick and Morty, like he straight up said that he hates the Rick and Morty fan base, because they,
or at least the crazy people.
Well, he's
of the fan base.
I mean, most of the fan base have said that season 4 has been awful purely because they brought in women writers.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Like, season 3 and 4 has been bad because of women writers. And I'd just like to counter-argue with, your fabled Pickle Rick and Szechuan sauce were written by those same women writers. So what the fuck are you on about, mates?
Exactly.
But no, it's like, oh, they're women writers, they can't understand comedy. And it's like, for fuck's sake, guys.
If it's not your style of comedy, stop watching the show.
Or just don't watch guys, but not every single female writer is Amy Schumer.
Yeah.
I know you want to be convinced of that, but you're just wrong. Get over it.
Yeah, like occasionally you have really funny women like Sarah Milligan or Eliza Schlesinger.
Yeah.
Like, not every woman is Amy Schumer telling the joke of, I have a vagina, please laugh!
I hated that so much.
I mean, it's like, there was,
I just don't find Amy Schumer funny. I find her kind of creepy in a weird way, and I can't explain why.
Some of the stories that surround her is fucking terrifying.
I don't know, I've just always found her very uncomfortable. It's like she's a very annoying librarian stalking you throughout a library to tell you to shush, and you're not even making noise. I don't know.
Analogy, but okay.
I don't know. I've always found Amy Schumer kind of uncomfortable. Not just her comedy, like kind of her appearance, the way she carries herself, and as well as her comedy. I find her weird.
I I mean, it's like I know of what the hell was that? I know of like Mock the Week because they upload like bits and highlights of scenes you like to see on their channel and on the BBC and stuff like that. And most of the comments is like, ugh, the women comedians are so bad. And it's like, yeah, but it's like, okay, right, some of them aren't that funny. I will give you that. But some are really good, and even better than some of the blokes on there.
Yeah.
Like there was this one moment where I can't remember the comedians' names, but everyone was pointing out, oh, they should stop bringing women on here because it's not funny. It's like the bloke that does impressions, his joke is just impressions. He's not funny at all. But you're focusing on like the woman's side. It's like focus on the guy that's actually shit because she's actually really good. You know?
And System was like, I'm so glad I introduced you to Sarah Milliken.
Why can't we all just play it safe and just like Randy?
Oh, Randy.
Yeah, Randy's also good.
Randy Fellface is fucking amazing.
He's been uploading again. I'm so happy.
I know, it's great.
Every now and again, whenever I think
I fucking love it when Randy talks to his audience. It's the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
Whenever I think of Randy Fellface, I also consider, what if I just spent the rest of my life custom making bookshelves to sell on Gumtree?
Would you get a Morgan in your life?
I just love the
I might name my son Morgan,
like one
or
of
my daughter Morgan, because Morgan's a gender neutral name.
Like one of my.
How did I get my name? Here's how this shit went down.
I don't know why, but I immediately feel bad for Corey. So, Corey, you've gotten me knocked up, and I have a few names selected for our children. We're gonna have a kid named Morgan, regardless of their gender, and their life is gonna be making bookshelves, because I really like Randy Feltface.
I mean, Morgan is, by gender.
Yeah, it's a gender-neutral name.
Yeah.
I'm just making a joke.
I've never really heard of a woman being called Morgan.
Oh, no, I have.
Yeah, it's a gender-neutral name.
Okay.
I was actually looking up gender-neutral names yesterday because I was playing this RPG game and I was struggling to name my characters. I had this whole theme in mind where, I'm gonna name them after colors, but there's a bit of a glitch in the game where sometimes one of your children can be born and you won't be able to see what they look like. And usually I give them a name based on, like, colors or themes or whatever, based on what they look like. So if I have a child with blue hair, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna name him something blue, like a shade of blue. I have a daughter that's got a red color scheme. I'm gonna name her after a shade of red. But because I kept getting that glitch of not being able to see what the child looked like, I was like, I'm gonna try to play it safe and give them a gender-neutral name. So I had to look up a list and choose based on that.
Did I hear your phone go off, Tommy?
Yes.
Unprofessional fuck.
Shut up.
For a second, I thought that was me. I scared myself. I didn't know if it was like construction outside, or what, or my phone just buzzing like a motherfucker, or if someone was doing something in the hallway. Hold on a sec, let me just check on this cat and calm her down with the power of food.
Oh, Carrie said something.
Oh.
The Pickle Rick clip that went viral wasn't actually harassment, that's true, it was a troll. And the high IQ copy pasta was satire. Also, the cringe fandom, the cringe fandom is a cringe fandom. Remember that, Tommy.
Fair enough. I mean, it's like I've never been 4923. I've never been scared of a series because of the fandom. I just know the fandom has their side of infamy in it. It's like I know that the Smash fandom are pieces of shit. But that doesn't stop me from liking Smash Ultimate.
Yeah.
I mean, because, fucking hell, just everyone getting pissy about who's going to be in Smash and who isn't. We've all had that fair share. Look at this guy's face. Like,
it's disgusting.
It's the most punchable face out there.
That kind of looks like Amy Schumer's face, but in Sonic 06 form.
Yeah, it does, literally.
Whoa, I don't know.
Yeah, it's got the same nose, and like the cheeks, and the eyes.
Talk about how smelly my dick is. Shadow just fucking yeets himself off the screen.
No, thank you.
I will throw these boxes at your punchable face.
5896455. Are the numbers?
Is there enough boxes?
No, Smash the boxes that weren't in the sequence. So 3. Okay. That was a bit easy there. Thing is, it's like he says you to remember it, but you could just keep talking to him constantly to get the sequence.
And System says, Alfano looked like some shitty Gaben Well.
Alright, Shadow. Now count to 3, because I can't do it. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Pick the numbers that weren't in the sequence. So, a 3, a 7, and a 1.
And Kiri says, it looks like the guy from the Emperor's New Groove. A little bit, yeah. It's the green shirt that makes it.
How dare you insult that guy's name in vain?
I played against someone as Banjo and he rage quitted for me using side B on the final blow. Then later he was harassing me on Discord and Twitter. I remember I made someone rage quit on Super Smash Bros. Brawl once. That was funny. Ah, this motherfucker sending them one by one. 5, 3, 6, 2, 6. So
5, 3, 6, 2, 6.
Oh. I just hit 5, okay.
5, 3, 6, 2, 6.
No, I just hit 5 and it's like, okay, next. Fucking loading times bullshit. What, do I hit 3 now? Mangaritis, what's your favorite console launch title?
My favorite console launch title. Super Mario 3D Land. I like that.
Oh, hold on a minute.
5, 3, 6, 2, 6.
No, hold on a minute.
Oh?
Okay. Okay, so 6 and 1. Now subtract the 5th number from the 4th number, so that's 5. Getting cheeky, eh? Getting cheeky!
Fucking bitch.
Remember 53626. Sonic Schoolhouse 2 post-irony.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, Super Mario 3D Land was a good time. How was it? How was it? Does your brain feel? Oh my god! He looks so depressed. Look at the results screen.
Scary.
Do you feel tested, Shadow? Does your brain feel well energized?
I completed the mission, but at what cost?
Yeah, Super Mario 64 was my favorite launch title because you know it's the first ever game I played.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Did you
I
say?
don't have a launch title experience, so...
Didn't you say
so left
that
out.
your first ever game was New Super Mario Brothers, Jack?
Yeah.
So late into the gaming world.
Honestly, I'm fine with the start that I had. I wouldn't have picked I would not have picked a better one.
But are you really?
Yes, Tommy.
Okay.
I stand by my statement.
Don't question me!
Yes.
Alright, honestly, like, these shadow missions are taking longer than I thought, but probably because, like, half this mission are just kill the enemies. So, I might have to do an extra 3, believe it or not.
Oh boy.
Well, we have all day.
I mean, there should be a few... Oh, wait, no, that was the last one. Huh. Yeah, because I did the forest. Okay, Silver's turn. So, this is now going to be a 1-hour stream to a 3-hour stream because we're going to spend so long walking through the fucking hub world. Fun. If I get sent home from work again, I'm going to be pissed. Well, then again, you know, you're working at Matalana and they're pieces of shit, so... Just to prove that I'll never be sponsored by them.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes you want to drink in the pub in the front.
So, okay, so have you two ever been, like, recommended a game that you feel has been overhyped?
Okay, hold on. Let me look at my Steam library because I feel like I have one, but it's on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't remember.
The one that was overhyped. I don't know, because I usually tend to play good games. I don't tend to play shitty games.
Have you never like ran into people that are like, oh my god, this game's so amazing, you have to play it?
I don't feel like I have.
I feel like that would smash, but I'm trying to think of one that was
I've always been
recommended to
quite
me
neutral for Smash.
specifically.
I only
It's
like-
not very general.
I only like Smash Brothers, like it when I'm playing it with friends. Aside from that, I don't really care about it.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's definitely a party game. You gotta have a party going on to really enjoy it and get a kick out of it. Because the only people who really enjoy playing it solo are competitive players and stuff. You know, for the sake of training. And but I'm trying to think of like a game that was specifically recommended to me. Like anything like I'm trying to think of like, oh, like, hey Sam, have you played blank? And it was overhyped for me and I didn't like it. And I can't really think of one. I feel like I have one, but I can think of games that just had a lot of hype surrounding them in general, but I was disappointed in them. Like Doki Doki, for example, is just okay. I get what you're trying to do, but you could have done it so much better. But that wasn't one recommended specifically for me.
Well, at least I didn't overhype Dust for you two.
You
I
did.
mean, Dust is great.
Fuck you!
You overhyped the shit out of it.
You said
just
you
got
loved
lucky
it!
that- you just got lucky because the game was great.
Well, yeah, but I mean overhyped to where to where it turned out to be a disappointment. That's what I'm getting at.
Maybe mine was like Mario Kart 8.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't like that game.
Huh? How come?
Well, first thing that I don't like about it, it's that everything is unlocked from the very start.
Wait. Wii U or Switch?
Switch.
Okay, yeah, you had to unlock everything in the Wii U version.
Yeah, it's just like because that just made single player for the Switch so dull.
I mean, the cards, you had to get the coins to collect to get card pieces.
That's fucking bullshit. No, I want to get characters, not parts of a car.
But I mean, like, wouldn't you argue?
System, you're disgusting.
What did he say?
He's fucking checked the Discord and it's like the fucking Mario Sunshine pose, the Sonic Adventure DX pose, and Conker's pose are all the exact same.
Oh well, I kind of have the Discord muted, so I'll check in a minute.
Gary says, to be honest, you make Dust out to be overrated even though it's not. Who is that directed to?
Tommy. Because I don't remember praising the game on any streams or anything.
No, but overrated. That implies that there's way too much hype surrounding it and it's bad.
Yeah. Alright, what the fuck are you trying to say?
What you trying to say, boy? Gonna start some beef?
I mean, the thing is, like, okay, I do see a point about everything being unlocked from the get-go, Jack, but wouldn't you argue that because it's a port of the Switch game, that unlocking everything would seem a bit dull to those who already unlocked everything in the Wii U version?
Yeah, but then you can also argue not everyone had a Wii U.
True.
Because the Wii U is like one of the worst performing consoles on for Nintendo.
Right next to the Virtual Boy.
We don't
Yes,
talk
thank
about
you.
virtual
So like in the Switch, it's like I feel like it's kind of bullshit to go like that because like I could bring up the exact same thing. It's like, oh, if you completed Breath of the Wild on Wii U, don't you think it'd be kind of dull to complete it again on the Switch?
But Breath of the Wild had a simultaneous release on the Wii U and Switch. Like, they both came out at the same time.
Okay,
So-
what's a better example? Alright, I got a better example. Hyrule Warriors for the Wii U. That was released like a few years ago. That was released in like, I want to say 2014. Right? And then you like have the port of it on the Switch. Wouldn't you argue that like, going by your logic, it would be dull to complete the game all over again?
But that has a more in-depth, but that's a more story-based game. Where Mario Kart...
Why can't I find a good example? What the fuck? I'm trying to make an argument. I'm right, and I can't prove it.
The thing is, I do see a point, but Mario Kart is more multiplayer-based. Hyrule Warriors is a single-player story game. Like the main point of the game is going through the story.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'm comparing like apples to oranges. Okay, so let me Okay, we're gonna put a pin in this argument.
Okay.
I'll find a good example.
Okay.
I will prove you wrong.
Okay.
It's gonna happen.
Okay.
If you aren't arguing with your friends, you're doing it wrong.
Pretty much, yeah.
Especially if you're Irish and British.
Oh yeah.
You two, when you guys are friends, you're born to argue.
It's like it is in your genetic code to argue.
The Irish pops out of the womb and immediately goes, "Fuck the Brits." The Brit comes out of the pussy and immediately goes, "Fuck the Irish."
His first
And
words.
it's our mutual hatred that binds us together.
Honestly, I don't know how long I need to keep
System says that Jack isn't being me, he isn't being Jack.
Now you're just some Jack that I used to know.
The money!
But you didn't insult me. Instead, you just messaged me and asked how my day was. I wish that you called me a cunt. Now
You're just some Jack that I used to know.
Some Jack that I used to know.
Now you're just some artist that I used
Fox
to
McCloud,
know.
I'm right, I can't prove it. That seems healthy. Gosh darn it.
But that is pretty much what you're saying, though.
No.
Sonic fanbase in a nutshell. Sorry, what did I say? I still find it funny that despite your hatred for the Sonic fanbase, that is what made us friends.
Yep.
Do you want to explain the story, or
The Sonic fanbase?
no? How
you guys
and I
became
met?
friends.
Yeah.
Oh. Sure, yeah.
If
Am
you
I allowed to
remember it.
mention the Badger?
The day was 2015. The time? Approximately 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's not.
Tommy was doing a fan project, which I think is
We don't talk
now
about it.
cancelled.
We don't talk about it.
Okay, so we just rather not talk about it. He was setting up a thing where he was looking for voice actors, and I decided to message him up and go, "Yeah, I want to audition as Sonic." And so I gave my audition, and he said I got the role of Sonic, and we just kept talking and talking and talking, and then a friendship just bloomed.
Well, no.
What went from Messenger, Facebook conversations, then went to Skype, and then we're in Discord. And yeah.
It was also a matter that you were reading the script and you said, "Hey, do you think maybe I could draw this as like a manga?"
Yeah.
And we just sort of went from
I
there.
feel like that project has really helped me, like, improve my artwork.
Yeah.
Because, like, back in the day, like, I wasn't really too serious about becoming an artist. Like, it was more of, like, a side hobby, I think.
and then you had to overcome your first major hurdle. Prince.
Yep. Fuck him. Fuck him.
Oh my god. Fuck.
First bad Sonic fan I've ever met.
Yeah.
Definitely was not the last.
So for context in that, I can't remember if I said the story in streams or not, but during the project, we had this guy who was... So he was part of the project.
Oh boy.
Because I liked his character and I thought putting it in the project itself. The thing is, he was so picky about what happened to his character. Like, holy shit.
Not to mention that, like, any time there was a bit of a flaw with his character in the story, he wanted it to be immediately changed.
Oh my god. And I remember when when you were trying to draw Prince the Badgerhog. Yes, I'll say that again for people who didn't quite hear. Prince the Badgerhog.
Close species don't steal.
But like, I remember when you tried to sketch him, and he kept saying so many changes, and you showed me like attempt number 20 that he was fine with, and attempt number 1, and I could barely see the difference.
I know, it's annoying as shit.
And I was like, what? Like the only difference I could see was, okay, one of the katanas is black.
Yeah.
Like, that's about it.
Fucking Gary says, I thought the biggest hurdle was getting rid of those weird legs. Correction. Ball sack. Get it right. That was a ball sack for legs. That was my second hurdle of actually giving my character legs.
Yeah, because I think when you I can't remember. I think 2016 is when we stopped the project overall because Prince was just too much.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, all I did was, like, I just, like... Because I was so reluctant in kicking him out because I worked so hard on the scripts, but then, like, after you would constantly go off about him in the calls, I was like, okay, fine, I'll kick him out. And then he threatened to kill us!
Oh yeah, that was always fun.
He's
That was cool.
Like,
I've received death threats.
yeah, but not aimed directly at us. But he was saying it's like, yeah, I want to get my katanas and I want to go to England and kill them.
Truly,
I have a scaredy cat that won't stay in one place.
Aww.
She meowed really loud, and I'm like, okay, something's got to be up with this cat. Like, she's experiencing something. And I sat on the couch and I pet her for a little bit. I tried to wrap her up in a kimono that I had, and she didn't want to stay in the kitty burrito, so then she jumped out. And I tried to pick her up, put her on the bed, so I could, pet her with my feet, when I'm sitting at my desk, and then she ran away again.
Oh yeah, that was pretty casual on the death threats. What the fuck?
I mean, kind of used to it now, so. I mean, what do you want from us? Some bitch boy in Georgia, in America, threatened to kill us because we didn't put his fan character in the comic anymore. Or did?
Oh, did I miss the explanation of the badger?
Yep.
Yep.
Shit. I like that story.
Damn it, that was my favorite part.
No, but it's like...
Do it again, I wasn't looking!
Yeah, it's just... I don't know what it is. It's just hearing the story of, like, people getting that crazy about their OCs. And, especially when you're collabing on a project or some shit. And, like, everyone needs to, like, put in, like, equal work. Everyone needs to do, like, their specific part, no matter what the fraction of the work is. But then someone's always trying to shoehorn their OC in there just to make them the main character, make them the fucking star. Like, I've experienced that so much, and sometimes it makes me laugh, sometimes it makes me depressed, but it's always interesting to hear other people's stories about it. Like, yeah, I've had numerous, like, I've worked with people, whether it was, like, RP as a joke or trying to collaborate on an actual story together. It's just always trying to make their OC the biggest, like, the biggest cheese on the block,
Yeah.
Yeah, he says, what the fuck, you are used to death threats?
No, we're used to that one. Because, holy shit.
I've just been on the internet with around certain groups of people for too long, so like I've death threats do not fucking, they don't faze me.
Yeah, I'm kind of used to that, but on the other side of the spectrum, where I'm not used to death threats directed at me, but more death threats directed to the person that is threatening death against themselves, and somehow I'm gonna be responsible for it if I don't act or some shit.
Yeah.
And, sometimes, it's a double-edged sword.
Mm-hmm.
It's a double-edged sword, you help when you can, but if a person doesn't want to get help for themselves, it's not something you can control,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Fuck you. Oh, you're still alive. Okay.
The timing of that, hey buddy, fuck you, though!
Drown.
What is wrong with you, buddy? Fuck off and die!
Fuck off and drown, you iblis worm!
Yeet! Whee!
You're the Iblis worm!
Huh, kind of think of it, if you put like a fiery iblis worm in the water, you think they'd evaporate and turn into just plain regular rock?
You're asking too much of Sonic 06.
How dare you ask
can't
for
help
logic
it.
in Sonic?
Okay, where the
I
fuck
can't help it!
Okay, where the fuck is the last one? A radar would be helpful.
How have I not had death threats with the crap I've done? I'm beginning to feel left out.
I want people to kill
That's what
me!
you want.
It's not something you want, whether it's someone threatening death against you or threatening death against themselves and claiming you'll be responsible. No. Just enjoy not having that experience, bucko.
Enjoy not having confrontation like that.
Yeah.
You don't need it, it's unhealthy.
Yeah, it is. And don't try to convince yourself that it is healthy.
It's like, it's not edgy to get death threats, it's disgusting.
It's not okay to get death threats against yourself, and it's not normal or okay to deal with people threatening death against themselves and trying to hold you responsible for
Or
it.
like threatening death against your friends or something because you like associate with them or something.
That too.
I really detest those people that like do the whole like guilt by association thing.
Yeah.
Oh, your friends are Gary the Goomba? Well, fuck you! I hope you drown in a pool of your own lava!
It's like the fucking thing, because like I associate with Sonic tubers like Dylan Thomas,
Mhm.
and he's known for being like very edgy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like I never really go out and like say that we're friends because I don't really want to like, you know.
You don't want to give people the wrong idea.
Exactly.
Because you're edgy to an extent, but not that edgy.
Yeah.
Exactly. We get along because me and Dylan get along because we're friends.
How is he, by the way?
How's Dylan? He's doing fine.
Nice. No more drama affect him?
He has like the occasional drama like every now and again.
I mean,
He gets
on the
involved
level,
in like
I mean,
on the level with on the level with Gigi, no.
Nah.
No, that hasn't happened yet. He hasn't been dealing with like any false copyright strikes and stuff like that.
Has Gamer Guide finally chilled the fuck out?
I do not know because I don't really watch people I don't like.
Do you still have the strikes on your channel?
Do I still have the strikes? No.
Okay.
They've been gone ever since January.
Alright, that's good then.
So my channel is completely healthy now.
Nice.
So yeah, don't have to deal with any copyright strikes anymore, so that's always fun.
Jack, can you do a good Will from DA Games impression? That's very specific.
Who's Will?
DA Games.
I do not know. Who's the guy?
So the answer
Is he the guy that
is-
sings?
No, yeah, he's the guy that sings.
Oh, I don't really know what he sounds like, but so... I shall not attempt a voice, which I do not know the sound of.
I've told her to stay over here so I can just pet her with my feet or put her on my lap and try to pet her then, but she wants me in the living room and I'm just like, I'm doing a thing or I'm trying to do a thing.
Why don't you just give her a little cat weed?
I don't think the cat weed is very effective because I think it's expired. It is very dry.
Weeds can expire.
Well, like an herb can dry out to a point where it's just not even an herb anymore.
Hmm.
Well, catnip, aka cat weed or marijuana for cats, is I have two kinds of catnip. I have the liquid kind that you spray on a toy that they can go nuts with, and the actual like plant, the herb. Yes, I know. So, I got the actual like plant, in a little bag at a pet store around the time I first moved her into this apartment. To kind of calm her down. I got it for her as a gift. What was cute about that was that there was a cat in the pet store that helped me choose it, compared to all the other catnip-related products, so I'll always remember that and hold that memory dear to my heart. But with the actual plant, you have to take the buds, crush them up really small, and then, like, lay them out on the floor. Or lay them out on maybe a couch or a bed that you don't mind the cat going nuts on. With the catnip spray, it's basically just like water and concentrated, catnip. It smells a lot like mint. And you just spray it on a toy and you can let them go balls to the wall with it. But the thing about the plant catnip that I have is that I think it's so old and dried, it's like a year old, because I got it last year, is that I don't think it's effective anymore. Because I put it on the couch and she was just not buzzed whatsoever. And the thing about the spray is that, again, it's water and concentrated catnip, so it's also fairly old, and I don't know if it's effective anymore. It still certainly smells like mint, which is a good sign, but I just don't know if she's getting the same kick out of it that'll calm her down. And I gotta look into calming treats, or like a calming, like, air freshener thing for cats. But it's hard because I've never used, like, specifically calming related products for cats. I've only ever used the catnip, and sometimes catnip will just make a cat more hyper.
Mm-hmm.
So its effects are weird. It varies from cat to cat. For some cats, catnip is like ecstasy. For some cats, catnip is like marijuana, and it just keeps you chill and makes you hungry. But I don't think it's effective on her anymore. So, yay.
Manga artist appear on opinion on Dumbsville. I like his channel.
I love him. He's a great guy. He's his videos are good, and also he's a really pleasant person to talk to. I've had nothing but good experiences with Dumbsville.
I like how you're casually able to have a chat with these big YouTubers.
It's more like along the lines of like because like when it came to like Dylan, I started talking to him because I feel like I was one of the only people that was actually asking for his side of the story rather than just blindly believing the shit I see on Twitter.
Yeah.
So I feel like I like won his respect because of that, and so like we became good friends. Shortly like after I made the video, even though I criticized him, and I'm like, thank God this guy can take criticism. And when it came to Dumbsville, I was originally going to make a video on Gamer Guy and all the shit that he did to Dylan, like which was during the drama at the time, but he was already going to do a video, so I actually sent him a DM going like, hey, do you want to collab? And stuff like that, so he said yes, and he allowed me a spot on his channel. So, yeah. All in all, I've had nothing but good experience with, like, what I... Because people say, like, those are, like, the...
timing of Silver going perfect in the background. You know, the collabs kind of lined up with one another.
Yeah, it's like, those people, like... People claim that they're, like, the most toxic Sonic tubers. I disagree. They're just edgelords. If you get past, like, the edgy persona, you're fine.
Yeah.
Again, it's just... If you can take a joke, you'll be fine around them.
Oh, had a frame dip for a moment there. I mean, it's good, you know. I mean, it's quite funny that your manga writer channel, having fewer subs, is getting more, like, it's actually getting you with more channels than your manga artist channel was.
Yeah, because I just like manga writer is just the objectively better channel.
I don't know. I like your artwork.
I appreciate it. I haven't uploaded in a month because I'm like, ah, shit, I need to get back to the channel. Fuck, I've left it dormant for ages.
Raid, fucking hell.
What's your opinion on critiquing videos and channels? As long as you're able to, like, okay, so, like, when it comes to critiquing videos, I think they're great. I feel like it's always nice to, like, I think it's always, a good thing to, like, see something and have the ability to critique it. However, the one thing that I don't like about those is, like, sometimes the criticism can come off as very toxic and very harmful.
But that's just down to how you word it.
Exactly, like that.
Like, you can say, honestly, I think your video is shit, but there's a difference between, I honestly think your video is shit and here's how you can improve it, versus, oh my god, your video is shit, kill yourself. Exactly,
like, some critiquing videos are, like, really good. I've seen very good critique channels, but then there are others that are just like, some people are just doing it just for the sake of, you know, starting shit.
Yeah.
And, like, those people... But it's like the people that, like, do that try to claim that they're just doing criticism when they're not. Like, people will try to bring it to the point, it's like, oh, but you associate with Dylan Thomas. Dylan's a troll. So, like, he mainly just says shit to, like, you know, let shit hit the fan and see what happens. If you ignore him, you're mostly fine.
Yeah, or if you can embrace the fact that it is a joke of
exactly.
some sort, you're fine.
But jokes don't exist on the internet. You should know this.
I feel like they're slowly coming back, which I think is good.
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
mean, I do feel like humor in YouTube is improving to what is
it used to be. Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, like channels like You Suck at Cooking and Scott the Was, I feel are good examples of what modern day YouTube should be. Just, you know, good comedy.
Yeah, System got you into You Suck at Cooking, and you've just been playing that.
It's a good channel, though. It is. It's a good channel.
If you haven't seen You Suck at Cooking,
saying it's bad.
If you guys
I'm just saying it's.
If you guys haven't seen You Suck at Cooking, watch it. It's some hilarious shit.
I'm not saying it's
really
bad
good.
for the record. I'm just saying, like, he got me into Sarah Millican, he got you into You Suck at Cooking, so it's just System has all the recommendations recently, and I just find that funny.
I got both you fuckers into Randy, so I've done my job.
Well, Sam got me into Randy, so.
Oh, okay, yeah, but you got it through me. I started it. Without me, there would be no Randy for you.
My work here is.
I'm trying to think of.
My work here is done. But you didn't do anything.
I must go. My planet no longer needs me.
Oh, I got you into Green Angel, Jack.
Yeah.
I can take credit for that.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what I got you two into.
You got me into Dust.
Okay, so what about you?
I can't think off the top of my head, okay?
I have nothing to live for now!
What the fuck? Oh no, Tommy got me into Death Note.
Oh yeah,
you got me into you got me into Death Note. I remember we like fucking marathon that show.
Well, Death Note's awesome, so you know.
We like
What I'd
watched
be
we watched it
cheating-
until like episode 25, and then I watched the rest on my own.
Yeah, because
Would I be
I went to
cheating
bed.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, like, the only kind of cheat answer I have is, like, I could say Tommy got me in out of spawns, but that may
fuck
not count
you.
because, you know, he was the one who wrote it.
Super Sam and Zach, like, I saw that you retracted your message, but I'll answer it anyway. I do want to make a review of the Sonic movie. I just don't know how to tackle it. That's my main issue.
What you mean?
Like, I'm not really sure where I would want to go with the review.
You could do it.
Because I feel like it'd be...
You could do it.
Because, like, I want to make a long critique video, but it's also, like, I don't know. I don't really know the best thing to go about it.
I mean, what System and I did, we did it in, like, a podcast style, which I was originally going to do with you.
Uh-huh.
You could do it like that. Just like...
I don't know. I don't really think that's kind of my style. I'm not good at talking live. That's my problem.
No, okay, fair enough.
I'm really not good at giving, like, opinions online. Because, like, especially when it comes to live stuff, like, this shit... It's, like, exactly. It's, like, I don't, like, sometimes... Because, like, when I talk live or online, I contradict myself all the time.
Yeah.
And I say shit that's, like, flat out untrue, and I say some shady shit by complete accident when I don't mean it. So, like, that's why I feel like I'm better at just a script.
Damn it! Speaking of
I'm not
Sonic
good as
movie
being a loose
shit,
cannon.
Damn it! Speaking of Sonic movie shit, I still gotta put the footage from my thing into the computer and fucking pizza.
Gary asks, what is the production of in a critiquing video? Is it like hell or just mild? I'm just genuinely curious. Well, it depends on for me, it depends on the YouTuber. Like, because sometimes, like, I've made response videos that I've made critiques of, like, entire channels. So, my critique of Turkey Tom, which is my first proper channel critique video, that was fine. It was more like, the thing that I found to be stressful about it was just uploading the video, because I knew he was a massive YouTuber and I would get a lot of shit if I failed. So I guess that's, like, mainly, like, just the anxiety of releasing a critique video, but that anxiety just goes away after, a time. So, yeah.
Yeah, just generally, I have a similar fear of uploading things, and I don't even make critiques yet. Like, putting together the actual, like, critique or analysis or review thing is difficult for me, just because it takes long, it's very time-consuming, it's very energy-consuming. Like, I filmed myself making a pizza, because the Sonic movie had a promotion in Germany with Pizza Hut, where it was a specifically themed pizza for the Sonic movie, and I decided to make it once because I was bored. And it was a really good pizza, and it was amazing, but I filmed that whole process, so it's my GoPro on a tripod in a tiny kitchen. The tripod took up almost half the kitchen, so I couldn't really move. I didn't have a cameraman with me, so I couldn't adjust the camera, so as much as I would love to have, like, you suck at cooking style, like, showing the cooking and preparing of the food, I just didn't, because I didn't have a cameraman to just help me focus on that stuff, and I couldn't move the camera very much, because it's taken up half the kitchen, and I'm too focused on cooking, and my kitchen's too small, so I have ingredients everywhere. Like, at one point I had bowls sitting on top of my toaster oven, because I didn't have space on the counter, and I'm very self-conscious about that already, and I think that's the subconscious reason why I haven't gotten that footage from my GoPro on the computer. But, like, even for the stuff that I do make now, like, just the song mashups and the covers and shit, I kind of struggle to upload them, especially if they are Sonic-related mashups, because, one, it's a Sonic. People are either gonna love it or hate it just for that alone, and two, the one Sonic mashup that I did so far, the art that I did for it, you know, traditional art, it's a sketch on actual factual paper and stuff, it looks very shippy. And it's not intentional, it's meant to be a bit of a tongue-in-cheek joke. Yes, and I'm proud of the song, but the artwork just kind of makes me sad now and again. But the art is meant to be a joke.
Mood.
The art is meant to be a joke, but I know people won't think of it as a joke. They're gonna think, oh, she's another Alex Henry, oh, she's another Chris Chan, she's gonna seriously think she's dating a Sonic. No! It's a joke! And if anything, my biggest fear is becoming the Alex Henry or the Chris Chan, just getting so lost in this obsession with a fictional character that you think, oh, you can actually date them or marry them or whatever. But on the other hand, I feel like parodying those figures every now and again kind of reminds you, like, oh, you know, I might be scared of it, but it could be worse, or I'm embracing the joke because, you know, fandom shenanigans. It's for the sake of a joke. I'm not hurting anybody by parodying this, that, the other. As long as I'm not encouraging, you know, the tracking down of those individuals, you know?
Yeah.
And, yeah, but every now and again, I still like in the YouTube studio, I just scroll past the video and I'm like, I could have done better with the art, but I really like the song. And now whenever I hear Honeycomb Highway, I just default to my own lyrics that I came up for.
I love Kiri's comment. Not good at talking live. Jack, the man who gave us the Sonic fanbase rant.
That's a one in a fucking lifetime moment there, dude.
Oh, but it was a hell of a one in a lifetime. No.
Yeah, that shit's not gonna be fucking repeated, dude.
Actually, you know what? Speaking of, I find it weird. I don't want to make this entirely about me, but I do find it funny and weird. But like, okay, I have 2 fandom mashups so far. The first one was Dust, and then the second one was Sonic, and I have another Sonic one in the works. I have 2 Sonic ones in the works currently, because apparently that blue fucker keeps giving me ideas when I least expect it.
I
But
hate
the
about
first,
Sonic. I don't want to talk about him, but he gives me so many fucking ideas.
but the first mashup was a Dust one. The art that I did for that unintentionally came off as shippy. But I don't feel as embarrassed with that, because I guess Dust is in that safe space of being obscure enough to being popular enough where the character is recognizable, but no one really cares if you draw yourself with a Dust or a Fidget or insert character from Dust here. But with the Sonic one, I felt so embarrassed that the description was just sort of almost a blog post like that, like, please forgive me for something I've not intended to do! And stuff like that. But yeah, that's just sort of the theme. Like, the theme whenever it's a fandom-based mashup, it's myself plus a character. It's a bit of a trademark. Just look for the chick with the black hair and maybe a red dress to tell that it's my stuff. But it's because it's a Sonic that makes it kind of embarrassing, or makes it harder to upload, or just has me screaming at myself at 3 in the morning, like, I don't know if I can do this! But yeah, it's silly. Although the one comment that I got on the Honeycomb Highway mashup that just tickles me was this one guy who did an audiobook style recording of Onision's books on his channel. I commented on the reading he did for Reaper's Creek saying his grandma sounds wholesome, and he subscribed to my channel, and he commented on the Sonic mashup that I got really embarrassed about. He was like, hands off, Sonic is mine! And just also embracing the joke. It's the embracing of the joke that prevents me from, like, deleting it and, just encourages me to keep it up, because it's just, like, silly comments like that is like, yeah, somebody gets the joke!
Yeah.
And, it's little things like that makes me kind of less afraid of any potential backlash. It makes me less afraid of the fandom in general, and that's... yeah. The niceness, it's not something you expect.
Manga artist and Sam, what's your opinion on Scott the Woz? Asks Zach.
I've seen one video from him, but he's fucking hilarious.
Which video was that?
Mario Kart Double Dash. Good
okay,
video.
I know you've showed me this Scout the Woz before, but I can't remember anything about their content. We show each other a lot of stuff on a daily basis, so it kind of gets lost in what we've been shown.
Gary asks, for all who apply, when did y'all feel your content isn't garbage anymore?
When I felt my content wasn't garbage?
Yeah. So I think he's like asking...
Funny enough, that's also...
So I think he's like asking, when you've been uploading videos, when did you... Like, what point did you think, like, wow, this actually isn't shit anymore?
My Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend cover. In terms of uploading videos, in terms of art, the one time I felt like my content wasn't garbage was when I managed to draw the Red Wolf custom hero for the first time, and it was really amazing. It's like, oh my god, I have mastered drawing this boy! And just seeing my way of drawing Sonic just improve overall, but specifically for that character, because the custom hero kind of means a lot to me. He kind of changed my perspective on the fandom, and if without the custom hero, I may not be into the Sonic fandom like I am now. Because he was a major factor in terms of, like, me not being as afraid of it. That's a different story for another day.
What about you, Jack?
I feel like when my content stopped being garbage was when I stopped everything wrong with Sonic X. That was when I stopped doing everything wrong with Sonic X, and on top of that, I made the manga writer channel. So that's when I started going like, hey, you know what? My review content's actually good. I want to get better at it.
Fair enough.
Because, like, what I had, like, for, like, the longest time was that, like, I had no confidence in what I made. And it was, like, it affected my content, like, greatly. Like, at least in my eyes. It affected my content really badly. And then like once I made like the manga writer channel and that one video I made about Tai Lung, like exploding in my exploding in views, I'm glad that there are people that actually like my video. And so yeah, I want to give like some piece of advice to fans. If you think someone's content is good, tell them, because holy shit, you have no idea how much of a fucking confidence boost it gives someone. Like, just say that, oh, you liked the video. Even something as simple as good video makes my heart shatter. It's just thank you, because like I feel like that's just like the best form of feedback you can give someone. Even if I get criticism, I still enjoy it, because I like that someone actually went through the time to watch my video and like give me pointers on how to better my content. I love that shit. I love it so much.
It's like I've given you some criticism here and there, but I just sometimes think, oh god, I hope I'm not coming out. I hope I'm not coming off as an asshole.
I never had that with you. Never had it.
Have you had that with me?
Nope, never had it. I'm able to take harsh criticism. Do not worry. Does not affect me at all.
Oh, good, because I have so many points about your channel. Oh my god.
Okay, the fucking list. Here we go.
I don't even watch your channel, you piece of shit.
Bring out the parchment!
It's like a fucking mile long. First off, your content shit.
First off, manga artist, really? Secondly, manga writer, someone's being pretentious.
Really? Manga composer? That doesn't even make sense.
What are you even doing there?
But yeah, it's like, I want to say it's like, when it comes to criticism and all that, yes, it can affect me, but I turn to take something negative and turn it into something positive. That's really it. It's alright, I won't give you praise of fear of you dying, Jack. Theory. And Sam says, I think all of your manga writer videos are great. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
So yeah,
Where the fuck did I put my
commenters,
GoPro?
tell people your thoughts. It helps a lot.
honestly, because I've been making videos for so long, I don't think
I'll be back. I'm gonna look for a GoPro.
Okay.
Okay, see you in a bit.
I honestly
Mute your mic! And she didn't mute her mic. Okay, there we go. Gosh darn it!
I honestly don't think I've reached that moment in my channel where I think that my content is good.
Uh-huh.
I mean, because I've been making videos for like not disgusting. I've been making videos for like 9 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And I've clearly been going through phases in terms of editing.
Yeah.
So I honestly don't think I've reached a point where it's like, you know what, this is good. Like this is good to me.
Yeah. You feel like you haven't reached that, like, you haven't hit that sweet spot yet.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
Because, I don't really know what the best advice I could give there is like, but, I feel like what you're doing, like, with the whole experimentation with your channel, that's good. I recommend you keep doing that. Because even though, like, you might have some videos that don't work, it's better to try.
Yeah.
It's better to try and fail than not try at all. That's what I think. You know?
Yeah. Okay. That's fair enough.
It's like when it comes, okay, treat YouTube as if you're in a fight, right? I know it's extreme, but hear me out. It's like when you start the fight and you have no experience in fighting, you're gonna get beaten.
Yeah.
Okay? That's just a matter of fact. And I guess a better way of saying this is like, in the greatest words of Ernest Hemingway, the first draft of everything is shit. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Unless you're Randy Feltface.
yeah, but Randy's a god. We don't talk about him. Anyways, my whole like thing when it's like when you treat like making videos as if you're in a fight, you have two options. One, you could give up and not do anything again, or two, you can like leave the fight, train a bit, then come back. And if you keep losing, then that's fine. Just keep training, keep learning. And then eventually you will hit the point where you win the fight. And that's when you're like, yeah, my content's good now. You know? That's the way I kind of tend to treat my content, cuz I had the experimentation phase where I was like, okay, I'm gonna do strictly art videos. Wasn't really working after a while. Okay, I'm gonna try review videos. Didn't really work at first because I was shit at reviewing. So I stepped back for a bit, and then I eventually got better, came back, and made videos that I'm so proud of. So yeah.
Kiri says, "What would bringing a gun be in this metaphor?"
Buying subs, buying views. Don't do that.
Subbots.
That's cheating.
Like, believe it or not, I get so many like emails from subbots. Oh, hey, Sonic Man again. I'm getting so many emails from like subbot company. I really think, like, you know, I know I'm not in a position to voice my opinion about certain things because of my sort of like lack of experience, you could say. I honestly think if you have to buy subscribers, you are effectively the lowest of the low. Like, you have just made your motive clear, and you do not care about the videos you make. You do not care about who you're making it for. You just want the popularity.
Yeah, piece of advice to anyone who wants to make YouTube content: if you're only in it for the views, don't do it. Stop it. This job is not going to be for you then.
Like, and I have a bit of a counter argument. Wanting to, like, get views and eventually make a YouTube channel monetizable is fine, but you should be making the kind of content you love. Like, if you're just following trends, it's just gonna depress you.
The problem is
exactly. I went through that. Like, I did like Sonic content like 24/7. Hurt me mentally. Had a 2-year depression.
The problem is that, like, if you're just too busy trend jumping, it's gonna be obvious.
Because, like, that's what I really don't like about, like, some certain YouTubers. Because, like, if you're a YouTuber that jumps solely on trends, once the trend dies, that video is unwatchable.
And you get those that try to keep the trend alive.
Yeah,
it's like
milk it for all it's worth.
It's like, there are those where it's like, oh, you're a gaming channel, you must therefore play Fortnite. It was like, no, I don't have to play Fortnite because Fortnite is shit.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes you physically can't play a game.
Yeah,
exactly.
And even then,
like what if you're in a wheelchair and someone's telling you to play Just Dance? I can't. I'm in a fucking wheelchair.
I mean, you can play the Wii version. They don't really.
I thought we were going with like monetizable like with money issues, but okay, we're gonna go straight with disability issues.
Well, no, it's like
fair enough.
No,
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm just contributing to the example of like, oh, you're a gaming channel, you must do this or you must do that. But then it's like either you don't want to do this or you cannot do this. You know.
It's just like, would you rather be a popular sheep or a rare wolf? What would you rather?
I just care about the view. I just care about the views because I like entertaining people. If I get more views, that means more people are liking my content.
Yeah, I will say that, like, when a video does get a lot of views, it always feels good. Of course it does. I'm not gonna say it doesn't.
Like, I know.
Like, I would say that, like, to say that I completely don't care about views would be a lie.
Man,
I do. That's me being realistic. I do. But I don't, but like, that's not my main motive as to why I make YouTube content.
Yeah.
I make YouTube content because I like doing it. And that's about it.
Yeah, it's like I love doing these live streams.
Yeah.
Because these live streams are fun. I finally challenged myself to, take, get a stick out of my ass and do editing for the Dust and Smash content, because that was something I enjoyed writing the script for, and I enjoyed the recording session that we did.
Yeah.
It got some hilarious bloopers out of it.
Exactly.
But it's like, when it comes to those generic like big shot YouTubers who are clearly jumping trends, it's like I just want to say, do you really enjoy this? Like,
yeah.
Come on, little GoPro.
Like,
you can do it.
Okay.
That sounds like a bomb.
Yes. He's saying
the
trigger words.
Bomb has been ignited. We'll blow up in 3 minutes.
Come on, little GoPro. You can do this.
It's like I very much doubt those YouTubers who see something popular and then do the videos. I very much doubt they're like, oh boy, I get to play with Fortnite. They're like, you can't convince me that they're like that. It's like, oh,
thank goodness the footage is still on there.
Doing Fortnite tonight, eh? Okay. What else is popular? Oh, new FNAF game? Is it getting views? No. Good. Thank God.
You know what I would like to, what I would love to like be a trend on YouTube is people actually discussing why they make YouTube content.
Well,
That's what I feel like should be a trend on YouTube, but it's never going to.
Well, the thing is because
Yeah, my footage is still here.
because you could tell it is pretentious. Like people make the joke where it's like, oh, my quality is just to entertain, when it's like it's not really. You know, you're being like you're being sponsored by Audible and Raid Shadow Legends and anything else under the sun, even stuff that doesn't even follow your brand.
Yeah.
Like you can't convince me that your quality is entertainment when you're a gaming channel and you're sponsored by Blue Apron.
Yeah.
You know. It's just sometimes it's obvious, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate the argument you can just not watch it. Those people are demons, because the one thing I despise about that argument is it's a very easy argument to blow up in someone's face, because it's like, fine, I won't watch the content. And then if you say like, oh, the content's bad, it's like, but you didn't watch it. It's like, but you told me not to. So it's like, what the fuck? How the fuck am I supposed to how am I supposed to say I don't like something if I never saw it? That's why I never give an opinion on like the new Star Wars movies. I haven't seen them, so I can't give an opinion on them.
They're shit.
Like, I can give an opinion based on what I've heard about them, or like the few clips I've seen, even though I haven't seen the whole thing, but like I can't really commentate on it as a Star Wars fan, because I'm just not. I never watched the original trilogy, I haven't watched this, that, the other, I don't know all of the Star Wars lore. There could be more that I'm missing, but at the same time, you know, it's like everyone has opinions. It's like the whole you can just not watch it argument, it's like, it's a mixed bag.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's like it's sometimes it's a valid argument, other times it's not.
yeah.
Like, for example, like I think like maybe one example I could bring up is like, I don't like Steven Universe because of like the SJW propaganda or something like that, like a really trash argument. Then that could just be something along the lines of like, okay, Steven Universe just isn't for you, stop watching it.
Or if you're continuously looking for SJW themes in your media, that sounds like it's a you thing.
Exactly.
Like, if you're purposely trying to look for that stuff in whatever media you're consuming, that's a you thing. Maybe if you just stop looking so hard, you might enjoy it.
My biggest gripe with stuff like that is that when people voice their opinions, it's like okay, so it's like Steven Universe is SJW. Sometimes you can tell that they're just quoting from other people that have already discussed it.
Oh, yeah. I knew someone who would do that all the time. They had like no original opinions.
It's like
I've seen like literally all the takes he had are takes I've heard before. It's just like, wow, grow spine.
It's like
yeah.
It's like over believe it or not, the Sonic 06. Like I've like the page I admin.
Like we've battled the it's so buggy thing in this stream because you managed to complete the Sonic story in one stream that lasted like 3 hours or so.
It was 2.5.
2.5, yeah.
Yeah, and even then, like Zach, I'm not throwing shade at you, but you were convinced that I was like that I somehow coded this version to not have that many glitches to put it in a good light or something like that, and it's like no, obviously you're just used to people who highlight the glitches so much or actively search for these glitches.
Plus, you're giving Tommy too much credit. Calm down.
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck? I'm not that good. I'm not good at all. But it's like I remember I saw this post on the page where it's like, okay, so why do people genuinely dislike Sonic 06? Like I've seen people I've seen people discuss different reasons, so I want to know why you guys hate it. And this one comment I saw, it was just so obvious that it was not him doing the talking. Because he was saying like, oh, because it's so buggy, it has like 367,452,000 glitches, and it's like, really? Like, that's you saying that, is it? Like, you were the one that found all those glitches? Yeah. Like clearly he saw, like, you know, the Game Grumps and like, Tear of Grace, where, you know, who emphasize these glitches, and it's like, and, you know, they say, like, oh, can't believe this game, and he is probably there, like, yeah, I can't believe that game either. Fuck that game.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. Like, come on, you can't... Don't let people influence your opinion over something.
I feel like, okay, I will give, like, a bit of counter-argument to that.
Okay.
You can let people influence your opinions, but, like, don't let it be, like, the one thing. Cause, okay, so for example, right, I love Steven Universe. Yeah. I love it to death. I'm very passionate about the show, and all that good stuff. I have been told by numerous people that Steven Universe has flaws. It has many flaws, which I'm completely aware of. And rather than being influenced to say, "Oh, I hate Steven Universe," I still like it. And even despite knowing the flaws, I don't care about them because I still like them. You know, I'm now influenced to see Steven Universe in a new life, and I'm able to critique Steven Universe, but I still have the opinion that I like it. You know.
Yeah, it's like
I didn't change my opinion from loving Steven Universe to like hating Steven Universe after like one person said an opinion. You know.
yeah, like
I'm just like, yeah, I've seen multiple clips. I've seen all kinds of takes from Steven Universe. I just still like the show. I still do. It just hits me personally.
Yeah, and it's like you can like a thing to a certain extent. Like I like Steven Universe. I'm not a major fan of it. I don't keep up with it on the regular. It was always just kind of one of those shows where if it's on, I guess I'll watch it, and stuff. But I find it okay. I like its themes more than I like its themes and ideas more than I like the final delivery in the show. Like, I thought the finale could have been better, but it's fine. I'm not going to be like, oh, your opinion is wrong! Like, suck it, bitch! Or anything like that, because it's just stupid. Mm-hmm. And, like, I've had things ruined for me. I had one thing almost ruined for me, but I still like it, and it's holds a special place in my heart. But I had one thing that was entirely ruined for me, because just the things one person said about it grossed me out in a way and kind of tainted my view on it. But I was a big Hetalia fan. Everyone thought I was into it for the yaoi, but I was like, no, I like it because of historical trivia. Because, fun fact, I have a really bad memory. It used to be much worse than it is now, but on occasion it's still pretty bad, and it's a little concerning. But, you know, that worry aside, I got into Hetalia because it's basically history trivia. It's all the countries in the world anthropomorphized into human characters and interacting with one another based on history facts and trivia and stuff. And for someone like me who couldn't study, like, you know, with books and notebooks and highlighters because they were sick and, you know, couldn't really function as a human being, Hetalia actually saved me from failing my history exams or history classes, so I'll always be thankful to the series for that. But it's just the assumption that, oh, you got into it because of the yaoi, or, oh, it's so racist, why do you enjoy this? No, it's comedy. It's trying to be a comedy. And sure, there are some, like, fishy lines here and there that might imply racism, but that's a dub problem. That's really irresponsible of the dubbers involved. And I'm not going to get into it because that's a whole other argument, and I could go on to you all day about Hetalia is not racist, but, like, if you find it racist, then it's on the dubbers, not necessarily the dub itself. Like, the actors don't get to choose what lines they say. At the end, it's the voice directors and the script writers and translators' decision. Because the dub of Hetalia is more comedy, the sub of Hetalia is more relaxed and straightforward. So if you learn better from comedy, watch the dub. If you learn better from it being told to you gently, in a way that's somewhat funny, in a Japanese sense of the word funny, then watch the sub. The one thing that was, like, ruined for me, and I haven't really been able to watch it again without seeing it the same way, was Lacey Green. Now, Lacey Green is a YouTuber who does a lot of sex ed videos. Like, she has this whole image of sex positivity. But it was ruined for me because someone I used to know who was obsessed with finding SJW themes and everything was like, oh, she's such an SJW and she's dating, I think, Chris Raygrun, and no, everyone jokes that she's swallowing the red... Yeah, everyone jokes that she's swallowing the red pill, just trying to make it gross for me. Yeah. And, like, just the tone that they said, oh, she's swallowing the red pill, she's doing this, that, the other, like, oh, but feminism sucks and her content is shit, and, you know, she's just big boobs trying to, like, promote a message or SJW.
One of her videos in his life.
Yeah, and it's just that sort of thing. But it grossed me out, just, like, the tone. It's sort of like, you're not just talking about... I'm not exactly like a Lacey Green stan or anything. I'm not going to white knight her or anything. I like her content. I like the sex positivity message and promoting, you know, good sex education in schools and stuff, especially here in America where that stuff is a mixed bag. But it's the tone. It's sort of like that tone of which that stuff was said was just sort of raping the idea that, oh, I only watch it for, you know, these reasons. But the idea that, oh, you're only watching it because SJW, you're being brainwashed, this, that, the other. No, I only watch it for this, so shut the fuck up. But it just kind of wouldn't stop. So unfortunately, I haven't really gotten into watching her content again. And her content has definitely changed. I occasionally watch the old stuff, like, if I need to, like, reference something, because it is very educational, that's what I watched it for. But it's just, like, that stuff can ruin it for you, you know? Just to have someone talk about it to that extent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot what the original point of this whole discussion was.
Like having stuff being ruined for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you say you have something, Tommy, or no?
Well, I mean, we were talking about YouTubers and fan bases and...
Well, yeah, like YouTubers ruining things, like fandoms ruining things. That's kind of a whole theme of this stream, weirdly enough. I think this is the one stream where we've had an ongoing theme.
I mean, when have we ever stayed on the same topic in any of my live streams?
When do we stay on topic in general?
Yeah.
We share one brain cell, and that one brain cell has ADHD.
I mean, like...
Like, that one brain cell is Bo Burnham's, like, right brain and left brain.
I honestly...
Literally.
I honestly don't like the... Like, when... Okay, so... Whenever drama happens with a YouTuber, like, people are always expected to just, like, have everyone hate on the YouTuber.
Yeah.
It's like when the whole, like, Projared drama happened.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's like, you can't enjoy his content anymore because of what he did. But it's like, that doesn't mean all of his content revolved around that, though.
It's a matter of separating the art from the artist. Like, the same thing happened with JonTron and stuff like that. Like, there's a popular manga where it was revealed the mangaka, the manga author, turned out to be a pedophile. And he was pursuing underage girls, and I think he's currently in jail. But, like, if you still buy the DVDs, if you still buy the physical copies of the manga itself, you're still technically supporting that person. And so there's a bit of an argument there. Like, as people are, like, becoming more interested in, like, the person behind the media itself, it's becoming harder and harder to separate the art from the artist. Like, for example,
like
you're always going to associate Chris Chan or, you know, Chris Chandler or, you know, insert their current name and identity here with Sonichu, for example. And you're going to associate Sonichu with every bad thing that that person has done.
Yeah.
You're going to associate Cassandra... Fuck, I forgot that woman's name. The woman who wrote the Mortal Instruments. You're going to associate her with Draco and Leather Pants, for example. With E.L. James, you're going to associate them with 50 Shades of Grey. And, you know, the way she presents herself and the way she tries to pass off 50 Shades of Grey as a romance, when those in the kink community will tell you, no! Fuck no! Burn it with fire! And stuff like that. So it's getting harder and harder to separate the art from the artist, especially with the presence of social media, and now that we've normalized this idea of, oh, you can interact with your favorite celebrities. You can just ask them, how's your day on Twitter, and they might respond to you. You know, Senpai will notice you. You can interact with Senpai, or, you know, you can interact with the stars, whereas before, the celebrity were kind of elite. Now our celebrities are YouTubers and vloggers and people who just make stupid videos on the internet, and, you know, TikTokers and Viners and things like that. So we've got this new idea that celebrities can be our friends if we just try hard enough, or if we interact with them enough, or if we just get lucky. And so when it's revealed someone does something terrible, there's just sort of that shocker of, like, oh, I can't like this person's content anymore because, you know, they did this terrible thing, or I can't support this person because of the terrible thing, or I can't interact with them because of the terrible thing.
Yeah.
And that, yeah, it's a giant mess, but the culture's changed. And it's a giant mixed bag. It's going to vary from person to person, but personally I believe that, you know, some people can change, but it's very rare. So, you know, things can be weird like that. Like, socializing is weird. Why do we do it?
Because humans are social creatures.
Honestly, I hate fans that that get one little thing as like a bad thing for the channel, but will still say it's okay. I'm still your fan. It's like it's like Captain Disillusion. Like, I love the work Captain Disillusion does. Like, his whole point is debunking videos. That's literally his shtick. So when he debunks like magic tricks and stuff, and, you know, people give him shit, it's like you ruined the illusion of the magic. Oh, but it's okay. I'll still stay your fan. And it's like, fuck off.
It's like, you know what? You bought a ticket. You know what you're watching.
It's like going to Star Wars and expecting the Lord of the Rings. It's like, what the fuck? Though Zach mentioned something earlier. I also hate when people beg for money. That I feel is like really like fuck off. You know? It's like did you ever watch the J Station stuff, Jack?
I have never seen his videos, thank the fucking lord, but I've seen tons of drama surrounding him.
Well, did you like hear about the video?
I heard he got arrested.
Yeah, he did. Okay, so he got arrested for faking his girlfriend's death and stuff like that. And apparently, like that whole can of worms is like abuse claims and stuff like that. I'm not even gonna bother with that. But like the first video he did was like his girlfriend died in a car crash. And of course, you know, people take that.
He was trying to hype up the girlfriend's death for views.
Yeah, because
like, oh, it would have meant so much to her to get her channel 1 million subscribers. So you know, subscribe for I don't know the girl's name.
He like he was interesting. It was like and it was always her dream. For our secondary channel to reach 1 million subscribers, so I'm gonna link that down below.
No, Tommy, you're not saying it right. You're not saying raise. You know, it was her dream to get 1 million subscribers for our channel. You know, now she's dead. So you know, if you really like her, you know, you loved her content, you gotta subscribe to her. You know, because that's what she would have wanted.
Yeah, and I remember when Rice Gum, I think he had a drama with. I think he got in a lot of shit with like CS:GO. Skins account.
Oh,
like
FaZe, yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't watch his apology video because honestly I don't check out his stuff, but I did like see someone upload snippets of it because they were critiquing the video, and I remember the one clip which was really like come off it, where it's like he was actually trying to buy people's forgiveness. He was saying it's like, oh, I'm so guilty. Like it just makes me want to slap in Amazon gift vouchers on screen right now. And it's like as he was like looking so guilty, he was just like slapping his hand across the screen. It was just this like Amazon discount codes, which like you know he had like 10 or 20. Where it's like you're a channel with millions of subscribers. Obviously that shit's gonna be.
Bots are gonna claim those first.
Yeah, and it's just like really, like you can't buy forgiveness like that, mate.
Yeah.
Where in the world is that goddamn pizza footage?
And it was just the way he was wording it. He was like, oh, I just feel so bad. If only I had so much money to give you guys these things as apologies. The money that I probably got from the FaZe shit. Ah, check out these codes, guys. You know. It's like how up your own arse do you have to be? And the problem is people eat that shit up half the time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's okay. He gave 20 of us discount codes. It like that's fine. It's like no, he scammed you lot.
It's ridiculous shit. Passionate rant over.
Don't mind the silence. I'm trying to look through my GoPro for this goddamn pizza footage. I have like almost 40 minutes of pizza footage of me making a goddamn pizza in my tiny ass horrible kitchen. And for some reason, it didn't transfer to the computer correctly, so I have like 3 minutes of what is like 40 minutes of footage on the actual computer, but the rest of it's still on the GoPro. So something went wrong during the transferring of the footage, and now I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind.
Insert Bernie Sanders meme once again. I'm asking you. Oh, Jack, did I tell you about this one Minecraft streamer who was really trying hard to get like money from his fans and shit?
No.
So he kept getting banned from this one server because he was blatantly hacking. Like he was using this like X-ray hack that allowed him to see through the world so he can get all the diamond and stuff like that. And he was using aura hacks for more damage. He was basically turning himself into God.
Yeah.
And like he kept streaming where it's like, oh yeah, they kept like banning me. They kept calling me fat and stuff like that when they never did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it got to the point where he made his own server, and he was saying like, yeah, if you guys donate to me, maybe we could become really good friends, and maybe I'll make you an admin on the server.
You can't buy friends like that.
No, you can't. You just can't.
You can't buy friends/fans by asking them for money, and you can't make friends/fans or, get senpai to notice you by donating a lot of money. The latter case is just being a simp.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know, do you guys have any examples of, seeing YouTubers doing shit like that?
Not that I can think of.
I'm sorry, repeat the question?
Okay, so of all, YouTubers you've seen and stuff like that, have you seen any YouTubers who try to pull that money shit?
No, because I don't watch Scum.
Ooh, that's a hot take, Jack! You're gonna lose subscriber!
Bro, you posted a mild opinion.
You're gonna lose.
How could you?
Your channel is gone.
Career destroyed.
I think it's
Okay, take two, trying to upload this pizza footage into my computer.
I hate those people who use popularity as a defense of these channels, where it's like, oh, you're just not popular, so you don't understand. Like, popularity has nothing to do with it.
I've had, someone comment on my no bullshit video going oh, you're just jealous. It's like, okay, way to completely ignore everything I said in a almost 40-minute video.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're jealous. Like, no.
Why would I be jealous of being a stupid cunt?
That's like saying to a game reviewer, oh, you're jealous because you can't make a game like that.
Stupid. So dumb.
Stupid babies.
Some people just have the most galaxy brains and give out the worst takes.
And here I go, gonna take two, trying to upload 40 minutes of footage into my goddamn computer.
Why don't you just put the SD card in the computer?
GoPro uses a micro SD and I don't have a card converter.
Oh, fuck.
You could get a micro SD to USB converter.
That sounds hard.
No.
I can't think right now. How I've been transferring GoPro footage into my computer is that I just put a USB Type-C cable, in both ends, and boom, it usually works. But I don't get why 40 minutes of footage is just somehow only uploading 3 minutes worth. Maybe the video is too long. Oh. Okay, well now this is a crapshoot. No, it's turning into a bit of a crapshoot because apparently now it's only getting 58 seconds of the footage I recorded. So either it's showing up incorrectly on the GoPro, or... But that can't be it, because I know I filmed for 40-something minutes, or it's only capturing something else I filmed, or alternatively the file is just somehow lost.
I think a thing I hate about YouTube is very blind kids who everything a person says is unquestionable gospel. I mean, I hate those people who are not transparent about who they are. They feel the need to do videos under, a personality.
Uh-huh.
It's like I don't want to make things hidden. I know I'm a cunt. If you're expecting me to treat every viewer with oh my god, you guys are amazing, you're the best people ever. No. If you're a cunt, I'm gonna make sure that I point out that you're that you're a cunt.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that could be seen as a bad thing. I'm aware.
But at least you're being honest and not
Exactly.
trying to inflate someone's ego on purpose.
I'm not...
I'm not gonna... if someone says, hey, you're a cunt, but I love your content, I'm not gonna be oh, thank you for calling me a cunt! Thank you so much, you're the best! I'm gonna be okay, that's a bit weird language right there. Maybe if they're English, I'd understand, but if it's coming from somebody else who's not English, I'm just gonna be a bit confused and miffed.
I think I just found the barbershop...
I just don't really tend to respond to comments, really.
I think I just found the barbershop quartet.
Nice.
And GoPro case fell down.
I mean,
Gary says I don't understand nerd speak.
I mean, unless a persona is clearly specified, that is this is...
Yeah, Angry Video Game Nerd, for example, is not James Rolfe.
Yeah.
That is clearly a character.
Yeah. Angry Video Game Nerd and I guess Nostalgia Critic, it clearly states...
Oh, the Nostalgia Critic has basically become his character at this point. There's no telling what's the difference between Doug Walker and the Nostalgia Critic anymore.
Yeah, it's depressing.
But
yeah.
but I mean, stuff like that, when it's clearly specified, where it's this is an act I'm putting on the internet, then that's fine. But those that try to be discreet about it,
Yeah.
You know, where it's like, yeah, I'm definitely like this in real life. Where it's like, no, you're fucking not. Like,
Yeah.
no, you're not.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to have a character at one point, but then I thought to myself, that just seems tiring.
Yeah.
So, like, author is just a handle.
Yeah.
It is a pen name. It is just a thing to somewhat give me something resembling something, like some small fragment of anonymity, and that sort of thing. But yeah, it's like, I'm just kind of myself, really. I don't have the energy to make a persona and a character. Like, I might have had a persona back when I did Let's Plays with someone I did not really enjoy the company of, but that was kind of born due to pressure, trying to find something worth talking about on their shitty Let's Plays, and other bullshit at the time that is just not important. And
Yeah, I had like a
crap.
persona with everything wrong with Sonic X, and I just hated it.
It's like,
Well, it's also just the everything wrong with format was wearing you down. Like, the content itself could have been fine if you were, like, critiquing it in a different way, but it's just that format is hell. I definitely don't have the energy to do that.
It's like
Yeah.
I don't want to have a persona, because when people start, critiquing my channel and stuff like that, like, I don't want people, I know I'm thinking way too big in the future here, I'm aware, but it's like, I don't want people to be like, it's like, oh, no, you're just wrong. Like, at the very least, like, people want to defend me, that's fine, but I don't want people to blindly defend because, oh, no, he's not like that. When, in fact, I am like that. I'm an asshole. Like, I want people to see, like, critiques and maybe be like, okay, yeah, actually, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be so opaque about that shit. Because I have no reason to. Like, why should I hide? Why should I have a whole persona bullshit?
Like, I might play up a persona as a joke, or if it's for a specific project, or if it's, like, for a theme, or something sort of like You Suck at Cooking's, like, egg dramas.
Yeah. Like,
But, like, I couldn't keep up with that full time.
like, yeah. I mean, I mean, that's fine. But it's like, just like if you're gonna try and be like the main thing, where it's like, this is definitely me, then stop.
Yeah.
Like, I've dabbled with ideas before. I once had an idea of a character called Colorful Gil at one point. Where it's like, it's like he wore bright colors constantly. He had like an orange Splatoon hat. I had a green and blue scarf from a girlfriend at the time. Bright yellow.
I feel like.
Sorry.
No, sorry. Go ahead. You finish.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, it's like, I had this idea of a Persona character for certain videos, but I had no idea what I would do in those videos. I was thinking, like, if I was to do game reviews, then I'd just be my own version of Quick J Horse Story from Cat Icarus.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not a copycat,
One YouTuber that I think does like the whole characters thing like extremely well is a YouTuber called Thomas Sanders.
Oh, I know him.
And yeah, he does this series called Sander Sides, and he has 5 characters: himself, anxiety, creativity, logic, and morality.
Yeah.
And he does a really interesting thing where like he takes a concept that's related to mental health somewhat, and he goes through like he pretty much does an entire episode where his 5 sides talk about it and see if they can come to a conclusion. And sometimes you'll have like logic sometimes has the best ways of thinking about stuff, sometimes it's morale, sometimes it's creativity, sometimes it's anxiety. And it's such a good series. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you do it.
I'll actually check that out, because honestly, I haven't watched his channel mainly.
Because I feel like I feel like I discovered Thomas Sanders Sides at like the optimum time, because like for a brief amount of time I was really depressed and I had no idea how to explain it to people without like my mental health and stuff like that. And Thomas's videos explained it in a way that I'm like, yes, that's my problem. It's like that's the explanation that I was looking for. So like it kind of helped me out in a way, which is why I like.
Sorry.
No, you can finish.
Like, didn't he also come out gay or something?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
He came out as.
That's cool.
He doesn't really mention it at all in his videos.
No. That's not what I was getting at. I just heard
Yeah.
he did, so I was confirming.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's cool that
He made an entire video about a breakup, and Jesus Christ, it's such a good video.
Mm.
Mangardis, what do you think of the countdown community?
Countdown?
It's fine.
The countdown?
They're harmless.
Wait, hold on.
Countdown?
It's like top 5 blank.
Oh. Sorry, I thought.
Not like Watch Mojo shit. I'm talking like actual people who put effort into it.
No,
Because I've done
no,
it before.
no.
I did it in like.
Now you
things I
said
loved.
countdown, and immediately my first thought is the final countdown.
Of course, it's a fucking song for you.
No, for me, it's the TV game.
It's associated with the comic.
No, for me, it's a TV game show countdown.
Ah,
I was like, there's a whole community based on
There's
the
a
game
community?
show. I mean, yeah, there's 8 out of 10 cats, but really? Did you know that Queen Elizabeth II loves watching Countdown?
I mean, who wouldn't? Good series.
Where in the world is this goddamn
I
footage?
don't mind Countdown communities. However, I feel like sometimes they could be a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I remember I saw like FNAF countdowns. One of them, right?
Yeah.
10 facts about the cupcake.
Yeah.
How the fuck did
Did
you
it
find
include-
10 facts about that cake?
Did it include? Did the facts about cupcakes include like, oh, you're actually supposed to eat it like this?
No. 10 facts about the cupcake from Five Nights at Freddy's. Like the cupcake you see on the shelf.
I thought you meant actual cake.
No.
No.
Okay, that doesn't make it as bad then, because we were gonna talk about actual cake.
Why don't you fucking tell me how to eat cake?
Honestly, I feel like top 10.
I eat cake however I goddamn want.
I feel like top 10.
I found my pizza footage.
Finally.
I feel like top 10 countdowns are fine, but
Yeah.
the main problem with them, and it's not the people who make the countdowns, it's the people who watch the countdowns. Because no matter how many times they'll say, it's my opinion and no one else's, which is fine to do so, people will keep saying that they're wrong for having fucking opinions.
I feel like Fawful's Minion's like a really good YouTuber who does countdowns. I haven't watched him in a long time, but he was really good.
I
saw
do
him.
like 4 Minion.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Yeah,
I love his stuff.
his channel's really good.
I like that he's becoming more artsy with his scripts.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's amazing.
I do
Like he always sounds like he's fucking Shakespeare. It's amazing.
I do feel like Watch Mojo is the lowest of the low of countdowns.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like-
Everyone can agree on that.
I mean, for God, I mean, they're a meme for a reason, but Jesus Christ, how are you doing so many countdowns at once? You are clearly burning out at this point.
It's a corporation. That's
Yeah.
really it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, it's like whenever I see, like this isn't so much about countdowns, but it's like whenever I see channels upload multiple videos every single day, I just can't help but think where it's like, you should slow down, seriously.
It's
Yeah.
like, dude, that's gonna hurt you mentally really bad.
And it's like I see channels say like, I'm gonna need to take a break, or it's like, oh, this isn't working out. Like I need to stop. Where it's like, gee, I wonder why you're making like 50 million videos a week. Like, of course you're gonna get burnt out. And
I experienced burnout just looking through my own footage right now.
and it becomes obvious to those channels where it's like, well, like sometimes it seems like they're not enjoying it, but it's like they treat it more like a job than a hobby. Where in YouTube in 2006 was like, yeah, this is fun, and nowadays it's like, well, I gotta pay the bills.
Oh, algorithm bullshit again this
Oh.
month. What's new?
Fucking hell, I hate it when people talk about the algorithm.
It's just tiring at this point. It's become a depressing YouTube meme. Like,
Like-
I understand it if YouTube is your job and it's your only source of income, but other than that, it's very stressful to deal with or even think about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fool's Minion and Rabbid Luigi are my favorite ones. Yeah, Rabbid Luigi is good.
Yeah.
Although I don't get some people where they say like, oh, countdowns are like the lowest of the low. Where it's like, no, I feel they're an easier way to voice your opinion on something.
Exactly, yeah. I feel like just using numbers can sometimes be much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
It's
can
just
also be like a good
important.
way to like transition between talking about different stuff. That's why I did it for like things I love, because it was such an easy format.
Yeah, it's a roundabout and more like
It definitely has like infinitely more structure.
Structure, that was it. Fucking hell, like,
Yeah.
I lost the word for it. I was gonna say professional, but it's like that. Like that's kind of the word, but not really.
It's like it's yeah. Yeah.
It's a thing.
It's not wrong. It's just a weird word to use.
Yeah. I mean,
Don't mind the silence. I'm just looking through pizza footage and trying to put this whole thing together in chronological order.
so how would you sum up Sergeantmajomario's extra 2 stream pizza footage and YouTube?
Pizza footage.
Pizza
Pizza footage. Somewhat deep conversation. Fucking pizza footage.
Yeah, throughout the whole thing, I just have my Sonic plush in the background holding a fucking knife.
My least
You
favorite.
better find that pizza footage, or I fucking swear to God.
My least favorite is Alex Roken. I'm not familiar with
I've
his
never
work.
heard him.
I never heard of him.
Nope. Doesn't ring a bell with
Probably
me.
a good thing that I haven't heard of him.
It's like, yeah, probably.
Oh shit.
Nani?
I really want to make this pizza again. It was really good the last time I made it.
Well, then do it. Nothing's stopping you.
I don't know if I'll have enough ingredients. Also, I won't be able to order more pizza crusts for like a while.
I mean, you can
Oh,
make
I
your own
see.
pizza crust.
You can.
I don't have yeast.
You could buy yeast.
No stores around me will just sell yeast.
Look, I very much doubt panic buyers are hoarding fucking yeast.
You don't know, they might.
Why?
Well, you'll never know
Because
until
they
you
can't find
out.
regular bread, so they need to get yeast to make their own bread.
You know, okay, I really don't get.
Panic buyers are not that intelligent.
No, they're not. I mean, for God's sake, I've done like, you know, hashtag message to panic buyers. Put your food in your fucking freezer. It lasts longer.
Yeah. And stuff lasts past the expiration date. The expiration date is more of a suggestion than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that reminds me of the fucking. Have you two watched the Lego Movie?
No.
I have you.
Like, do you know the scene where the dad goes down to see his kid playing with all the Lego, and it's like, but Dad,
Yeah.
the box says 6 to 14. You see it, and the dad says, no, that's a suggestion. I fucking love that line. Okay, right. So, question for you two: what are your thoughts on those people who say that you shouldn't play with something just because it's for kids?
I tell them to go
Fuck 'em.
preemptively fuck themselves.
Okay.
My life does not affect mine. Does not. My life does not affect yours in any way. So shut up.
Like, do you have that one thing that people would say, oh, it's definitely for kids, but you don't care, and you're gonna keep it on you or in your room no matter what?
Fuck yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I have a
I'd say
sea of
mine is
plushes on my bed.
Yeah, mine's plushies.
See, mine's plushies, Bakugan, and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some people will argue that shit is for kids. Oh, for fuck's sake. But it's like I still have the Beanie Baby that my sister gave me to take care of.
Yeah.
Cat, stop sniffing electrical stuff.
Like okay, you should probably take care of that.
She's sniffing it because she smells like the soil that I was tilling before, and I guess she's smelling dirt and's like, hey, dirt! And I'm like, no, it's right next to the electrical stuff!
Why are you putting dirt right next to an electrical appliance?
That's a
is my
very good question.
No, like, she's sniffing like the power surge and stuff that I have 2 plant lamps plugged into.
Ah.
So yeah, I have a bit of an indoor garden going on. I have some basil, some green beans. I'm trying to grow a pumpkin again this year, and some sunflowers in the hallway. And I have, if I'm not mistaken, radishes, some random wildflowers, more sunflowers, some zinnias, tomatoes, more green beans, and I was trying to grow corn. And that is in my room, and that's what she's sniffing around.
Yeah, I still have that Beanie Baby, and I do sometimes sleep with it.
Well, yeah, that's fucking
phrasing.
precious, you know.
But it's like I remember when I was living with Mum and Chris before I moved to Cardiff.
Yeah.
I was sleeping with it, and Chris decided to take the piss out of me for sleeping with the teddy bear. And it's like, it gives me comfort though.
Exactly.
And of course,
You know,
he
you can't judge anybody for that. That's bullshit.
Mm.
You know, they're just jealous because they don't have a cute Beanie Baby. So fuck them.
I honestly don't know if that banjo is one of the rare ones or not.
Well, either way, you're not going to sell him because he is your precious.
Oh God, no! I'm not a monster.
Like, you were panicking about putting him in the washing machine.
I was, yeah. Oh my God, Jack, you missed it. So, so after all of the moving and stuff, I noticed that Banjo had some dirt on him. Like he, like obviously because he was in my bag and stuff like that. And I remember, and I was thinking, I was like, this isn't like a normal teddy bear. Like, this is a Beanie Baby. It's got shit in it. And I was asking Sam for advice. Like, I bought...
I'm in the same boat because I currently have a Zaboomafoo plush that is just being held together by just dirt and love and care. But I'm considering, like, should I wash him? I mean, he could look a lot better. He's been very well loved, and I love this little lemur, and, you know, he's my bestest friend. He was my best friend before the Sonic plushes took over my life. And you know, he could use a good wash, but I'm really afraid. Like, I've had nightmares about him losing an eye before that still kind of terrorize me to this day.
But yeah, and believe it or not, for me, it did get to a point where I was considering emailing customer service of the toy company, saying like, hey, do you have any advice from this 1990s Beanie Baby on how to wash it?
Does your Banjo not have, like, the care tags or anything attached to him?
That tag's lost to time.
Yeah, like, care tags are very easy to lose, or just people cut them off, even though they really shouldn't, because it'll teach you how to care for it if it ever gets dirty or, you know, in a state of disrepair.
Well,
but
I was able to find, I was looking for so long because, like, believe it or not, I had to go onto page 3 of Google. The dreaded other pages, because most of it is just like, yeah, you should always take care of your Beanie Baby. If you feel the need to wash it, you are the scum of the earth. Like, it's so rare. It's so rare. If you have the tag, you're doing good. If you lose it, kill yourself! And it's like, okay, you are not helping my case whatsoever.
And Kiri's asking, Zaboomafoo, is that an ancient curse or something? No, Zaboomafoo is it was a kids show here in America. And it was all about, like, these two, like, wildlife explorers and researchers that, like, live in this clubhouse with a lemur that comes to visit them every now and again. And the lemur's name is Zaboomafoo. And basically the whole format of the show is that it teaches kids about animals. And, you know, just describing it just makes me want to, like, find my old VHS tape that I have of one of the episodes. And, the reason why I want to pet everything and why I love animals is because of Zaboomafoo. So without Zaboomafoo, I would not love animals to the degree that I love them. Yeah. So yeah, it's a really good, wholesome little kids show, and it's great, like, no matter how old you are and stuff. Like, I remember, like, watching Zaboomafoo, or trying to, you know, get my little cousins to watch Zaboomafoo with me, and, you know, that was a magical experience. And yes, Cats, have you had enough of my Zaboomafoo fangirling?
Do you have anything from your childhood, Jack?
Like toys and stuff like that?
Well, anything from your childhood that you, like, still treasure today?
Not really, unfortunately.
Oh my god, you have no childhood!
I did have a childhood, shut up.
But you don't have a precious. Like, Tommy has Banjo, I have Zaboomafoo.
I mean, to be fair, he and I did have a big nostalgia binge with Thomas the Tank Engine, so...
Yeah, I have Thomas the Tank Engine, so you saying I did not have a precious childhood is objectively wrong.
No, I mean, like, a precious toy, like a go-to toy.
Oh, I don't have those.
See, you don't have a childhood. Because you don't have a go-to toy friend.
What is going on in the background of who's ever my friend that is?
That's probably my friends. That's probably my family arguing.
What now? It's only day 5 of quarantine, and I can't stand you!
I think it's like day 15 for us now.
but it's only been 3 days. Day 15.
You know, it's weird. Every now and again, I keep wanting to make, like, a lockdown for quarantine meme,
fucking bitch.
but I can't think of anything.
Sorry, Sam.
Because I've been fine. Every now and again, I keep thinking about, like, what if I make, like, a lockdown meme or a quarantine meme? But I can't think of anything funny because I feel fine.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, you know, for us lot, this shit's the norm.
Yeah, us introverts were, like, bored for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the introverts will live. Okay, I'm finally getting my pizza footage in order. Fucking-ly.
Watching Darkwing Duck was pretty good, and watching Sonic X before school with my brother was great.
Aw, that's cute.
I remember all the times, like whenever I finish school and I rush home to make sure I don't miss the newest episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Bakugan.
Mm-hmm.
Because like,
Yeah.
I get so excited. And then Sky Plus became a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I can take my time. But I used to have just so many fond memories just watching those programs. It's especially like, you know, Bakugan, like Ben 10, stuff like that. Oh.
I remember that era of cartoons. It was great. Yeah, so for me, my shit was Zabumafu, the Big Comfy Couch, I also really liked. Let's see. Those are like for like little kids. I'm trying to think of like what cartoon. Powerpuff Girls was good.
I have no reference to the God Awful reboot.
Of course not! Thankfully I'm not a child during the time the reboot is making the rounds on Cartoon Network. Fuck no, the reboot can go kill itself. And making little girls twerk. Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? My mama bear just kind of came out there for a second. But I'm trying to think of shows that Zabumafu was the shit. Powerpuff Girls was good. Dexter's Laboratory was great. I don't really remember much of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Oh, I loved that program.
You know the background artist of that show?
No.
Yeah.
She examined my portfolio.
Really?
I'm not kidding.
The background artist of Foster's Home examined your portfolio?
Yeah, she did it twice. She roasted the shit out of me the first time. And then the second time,
I would be mad, but you're a professional,
said,
so that's fine.
And then she came back to me a second time when you've improved immensely. So I'm like, fuck yeah!
That's
I got my footage in order!
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. She was very nice though. She was very nice about the criticism, so that's good. It was mean enough for it to sting, but it wasn't like, you know.
But it wasn't mean
like
enough to make you want to kill yourself and give up art entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And she knew exactly why I was back, so I was like, fuck, she knows my game.
Ovenless
That's why I did the art
possible
course.
access
That's why I did the art course,
Cloud.
people.
To answer your question, Fox McCloud, are ovenless brownies possible? I've cooked a brownie in the microwave approximately once.
Was it worth it?
I'd say it was worth it. It was a nice experiment, and I was too lazy to use the oven that particular day. And it worked out fine. Just cook it in microwave safe, cookware and stuff, and put a... I would say scoop enough brownie mix, or, whatever your brownie mixture is, like, scoop it into, like, your microwave safe bowls and shit in small portions. Like, start small, and then, make sure it's cooked through, because if you're trying to cook like a gallon's worth of brownie mix in a microwave, that shit's gonna take forever and not cook well. It's still gonna be raw at the very center and the bottom. So yeah, ovens are best, but ovenless brownies are certainly possible.
Have you ever cooked something that the smell it normally gives off made you think that you were fucking it up somehow? That's a question for you both.
Trying to think.
Jag, join the class.
I get that every now and again when I'm trying a new brand of something that I like. Like, I couldn't find the normal brand of mac and cheese that I normally eat, so I was having to cook this other brand and, kind of make that tolerable or what I'm used to. And, like, I wasn't used to it, so I kept thinking, maybe I'm fucking this up, but that doesn't really have to do with smell, it's just me not being very familiar with this brand.
I remember when I would make like chocolate cake in catering and stuff like that, and when you cook it, you get that like vinegary scent, and I was like, that's not chocolate. What am I doing wrong? And of course,
microwaveless brownies possible access Fox.
I mean, raw eggs, so no.
Yeah. You gotta cook it. Sorry. So, like, if you don't want to use the oven and you don't want to use the microwave, your last bet to actually eat a brownie and cook it and then eat it is a toaster oven.
Actually,
On
no,
either
no,
the
no,
bake
no, no.
setting or the toast setting.
Hold on. Having ovenless and microwaveless brownies in your house are actually possible. Store-bought.
Okay. Snowball?
Store-bought.
Oh yeah, store-bought.
Because you're not cooking them in your oven, you're not cooking them in the microwave. They are ovenless, microwaveless brownies in your house. So they're entirely possible, see?
I found the loophole.
Why
I love how my go-to is everything must be cooked.
Why are you guys looking so pissed at me all of a sudden?
Are brownies on a pan possible? I guess it depends on the pan you're using. I've never cooked brownies in a pan, so I wouldn't
Fried
know.
brownies.
Fried brownies. Kentucky
Like,
fried
maybe
brownies.
if you... Like, maybe, and I'm saying maybe because I've never cooked brownies in, like, a pan on the stove before, but maybe if you had a good-sized pan, like, the amount of brownie mix was, like, just enough for it to, like, you know, cook through properly, and maybe if you had a lid to help keep the heat in, maybe it could
That's
work,
like-
but I'm not sure.
Your eyes Sonic just suddenly that. You know what? Being in this dystopian future,
You know what? Fuck this.
kind of want to take a break.
Yes, Cat?
Oh, I think
comment on?
Jack, have you heard of the rumors going on about the new Mario game?
Oh yeah.
Apparently, it's Paper Mario Remastered. Because people have made that prediction for every year after the 1,000-Year Door. Seriously, like,
I'm not familiar with the Paper Mario fandom, so.
oh, they think Paper Mario the 1,000-Year Door is like the best game ever made. Just like any game that was ever on the GameCube, and so they keep like saying like, it's confirmed Nintendo are gonna remaster it, and then Nintendo don't remaster it. It's like, but it was confirmed. It's like, no, it wasn't. It's just like, it's just fucking blind fanboys who really want it to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like those fucking Switch leaks.
Yeah.
Just like everyone was certain one leak was real because it's like, oh yeah, the leak confirms that that there's a new Smash Brothers for a launch title as well as a HD remaster of Super Smash Brothers Melee. It's like, why? Why would they do that? Like,
I think Melee fans are just kind of desperate.
they are.
I will never. The best way Melee fans were described to me was this friend of mine that I haven't talked to in forever. Was we were in a pharmacy. I was waiting for medication. That's why we were in the pharmacy. So we were just sitting and waiting, and we were talking about games, and they were just sitting there. You know what I think of Melee fans. And then he started doing like a jacking off motion with his hand. Like, that's how he described Melee fans.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah. Super Samus Zach asks, what is the most overrated show on Cartoon Network? So overrated, like so hyped that you just don't see the appeal of it, or so overhyped that it's bad.
I don't watch shows on Cartoon Network, so I'm like, okay.
Says the guy who watches Steven Universe.
Online. Don't watch it on TV.
Illegally.
Ah, so you watch the ghetto version of shows.
Oh, yes. All about that.
You know what?
Hey,
Okay,
Lee.
this is and watch a friendship end in 3, 2, 1. Steven Universe.
Okay, elaborate.
It's not friendship ruining for me.
I was more referring to Jack, but okay.
Nice to know you value that much of our friendship, okay. Fucking bitch. I feel like that assumption is gonna kill our friendship. Not the supremely bad take.
Tommy, there's something you're not telling us.
Is there something you want to tell me, Tommy? Is there something you want? Anything?
Honestly, I just don't see the hype.
Okay, cool.
I mean, like, you know, I've watched it, don't get me wrong. So I
Yeah.
can't, so I'm not those people who just take it at face value. I just don't, I mean, it's fine. It's nicely animated, I'll give it that.
Uh-huh.
Your
But
cat.
I don't, it just doesn't really click with me, you know? I just don't see all of the hype the fandom have had behind it.
The show just isn't really for you.
Yeah. I mean, the song "Other
That's
Friends"
fair.
is catchy,
Yeah.
so you know it's not all bad.
Mhm.
It's just, you know, I look at it and the problem is that when I've said it to people, they get outright offended, like I just killed their cat.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those shows that divides people, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's like, I just always thought it was okay. I wasn't really able to keep up with it because I was kind of weaning off cable TV for the time that it was on. It doesn't really feel that old, but it's apparently 7 years old, and I couldn't believe it.
It's like
But yeah, it's decent.
It's like in the eyes of those people, I watched a couple of episodes of Steven Universe, and they instantly expect me to start tattooing lapis on my dick and look up Rule 34 of her and fucking Steven doing cross-dressing or some shit. But because
That was very specific, and I'm very scared for Lapis.
I don't know, I just made that shit. As
Not for the underage character that is Steven, no.
I like Lapis.
Nice where your priorities lie there, Sam.
Man,
Also, I just really like Lapis
Jack,
as a gemstone.
Jack.
It's pretty.
that healing spit, though, he could do wonders with the healing spit.
Please, can we not? Dude.
Go in the corner and think about what you just said.
Hey, they're the ones that wrote his power, not me!
They did not
one that
do
made
enough
the
power
joke.
with that fucking implication, you absolute monster. How could you?
Day 7 of quarantine. Things are not going well. So that's why I can't get into the Steven Universe.
Yeah, you just think of Steven's healing spin all the implications it has. I mean, fair. I mean, hey, I've heard of worse reasons to not get into Steven Universe.
At least I gave it a
Let's
go.
see. Overrated Cartoon Network show? I haven't watched Cartoon Network like on the actual network for forever because I don't have cable anymore. And like all the shows that have achieved meme status in the animation reviewer community have just I didn't watch any of those. Like with the exception of Steven Universe, a few episodes of We Bare Bears and Adventure Time. But I was watching those shows on and off. I wasn't like a regular watcher or anything.
You know, I really
One
hate-
show I don't get, like, I think the hype around it has kind of died. Like, the hate hype and the genuine I like it hype has kind of died as Teen Titans Go. Like, insert your Teen Titans jokes here, but it's tiring at this point. Like, I don't have the energy to like it, I don't have the energy to hate it. It's just calm down. It's a thing
I
that
heard their
exists
movie
now.
was really good.
Which one? The
Teen
cinematic...
Titans go to the movies.
Alright, okay. I honestly, okay, so this is one thing I saw on Twitter which really annoyed me. Whereas, like, this one anime fan, like, got, like, screenshots of, like, some, like, bad choice of art style, like, animated cartoons, and it's like, why are Western cartoons so shit? And it's like, they're not all bad, though. Like, you show, like, Teen Titans Go, Clarence, two others I can't recall, but it's like, no, they're fucking amazing ones. Avatar, for God's sake!
Yeah.
I'm looking through my pizza footage and just... I don't know if you suck at cooking level, but not only do I have the Sonic plush in the background holding a fucking knife while I'm actually cooking the damn thing, but at one point I have like a little dining room table that I just sit him down on. I sit him down on like a pillow, and I'm just pouring out drinks as if it's dinner or lunch for two.
Honestly, I feel like the worst example of modern cartoons, right, is, of all things, adult cartoons.
Yeah,
Adult cartoons are kinda
just,
shit,
Because,
yeah.
I've seen, like, Brickleberry, Paradise PD, and stuff like that. Honestly, if you were to put me up, like, if you were to show me screenshots of the two and tell me to tell the difference, I honestly could not tell you.
Yeah.
They both look exactly the same, and are both equally just as shit. They are awful in terms of writing. And like Paradise PD specifically, it focuses on the whole gross out humor of it. It's
I
like
hate
It's like,
I
hey,
despise gross out humor.
well, it's more if I was like, we're on Netflix, we can get away with stuff. So watch this guy. So watch this 70-year-old man shove his dick through a letterbox, and we're gonna show the dick, and the police chief has to suck it to get into the building. And it's, that literally happens in one of the Paradise PD episodes. I shit you not. And it's like, why? Just why?
What is it with adult cartoons and like one of their default forms of comedy is gross out humor? It's not funny. It's just
It's
disgusting.
either gross out humor like on its own, like like
Or
piss, shit,
swearing,
fingers,
excessive
etc.,
swearing.
or it's gross out sex humor that's borderline rape.
Yeah.
And the problem with the American cartoon is that there's barely any format in the story because they just want to try and shove these jokes down our throat. I haven't seen BoJack Fox, so I'm not.
BoJack is good,
I'm
and
not-
also as someone who loves puns and wordplay, I love the animal-based humor in the show.
Well, I'm not saying BoJack is bad, but I'm saying like from the stuff I've seen, it's fucking awful. Like the first episode of Paradise PD, right? Like it starts off with like the main character as a child shooting his dad's bollocks off because his dad is a police chief and he had a gun. That's the joke.
Yeah.
And like as he's an adult, the dad is clearly still fucking bitter about it, like treating his son like shit, even when his son tries to join the police force. And then it gets to like a bit where like the last 5 minutes when his dad is still giving him shit, the kid's like the guy's like, you know, Dad, you could be an asshole. Have you considered how I feel? And Dad's like, and instead of like keeping up the personality, he instantly goes from piss to yeah, you're right, I'm really hard. I'm really sorry, son. I love you, son. Now come on, now let's be father and son. It's like, really? Just barely any build up.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I shouldn't expect stories and stuff like that, but come the fuck on, you know?
I think that's also a side effect of like adult animation that's aired on TV, like on cable, that's keeping like cable going just barely by like it's keeping cable hanging on by a thread, and more long form bingeable content like you see on Netflix or Hulu or whatever, like BoJack for example. Like I personally liked BoJack. I know some people won't like it because it has the anthropomorphic animal characters with humans in the same universe, and it has a lot of celebrity based humor, and not everyone can relate to that. But it has time and effort put into it because it's Netflix. People are gonna watch it. They're not like confined to the restraints that network TV puts these other cartoons on. And I loved BoJack. He is just the embodiment of depression, and he's the reason why I want to hug a horse.
I mean, not all Netflix shows are good though. I mean, Christ,
Well, yeah, not all of them are good, but I found BoJack okay.
Jesus Christ.
Don't
mean
even
Big
talk
Mouth?
about Loudmouth.
Big Mouth, that was it. Sorry.
Yeah, Loudmouth.
The fuck is Loudmouth?
I think that's a
Yeah, Big Mouth.
I think that's a Nickelodeon show actually. So I got it.
That's Loud
Loud
House,
House.
you mean?
But yeah, Big Mouth is all kinds of creepy to me in both premise and art style is not doing it any favor. It's like the art style of Big Mouth is like Klapsky Zuko if Klapsky Zuko took all the acid and never quite recovered. And then the whole thing about Big Mouth is that it has all these underage characters going through puberty and experiencing things, like sexual desire and trying to date and all that stuff. So, and that gets even worse when these underage characters drawn in this ugly-ass art style are, like, jacking off. Of course, no genitalia is seen, but it's very heavily implied jacking off, or trying to be put in sexual situations. That it's gross. I find it gross.
I mean, even Family Guy has done that. Like Meg and Chris straight up committed incest.
Oh, that's fucked up.
But that's Family Guy.
It was like the whole joke of it, joke in quotes, was like Meg just goes to this party thinking that she'll be able to get lucky because I'm dressed as a slutty cat, so they won't know it's me, and she gets like 7 minutes in the closet with someone dressed like Optimus Prime, and like it's not a build up at all that it's Chris, so the viewer doesn't know who it is. It's just like the closet opens and it turns out that Meg and Chris were like had sex because they didn't know it was each other. Like it was until the closet was opened and there they are. They see each other and shock and awe, boom, just sudden twist. But like, And like a twist that'll make M. Night Shyamalan go, how the fuck did they do that?
And Fox whipped out a BoJack joke that I feel only I would understand. I thought Mr. Peanut Butter was the face of depression. No, he's not a bad dog. He's a sad dog.
Honestly, my biggest gripe with like most comedies, I feel like most adult comedies, because they're based in America, most of them just revolve around America Central jokes.
And that sense of humor, yeah,
which,
I can understand that.
That's not entirely a bad thing. I'm not saying they shouldn't do that. The main problem goes to when you broadcast it across the world, because they see like declining sales, and they'll see it's not popular, say like Britain, and they'll be like, oh, the Brits don't like our jokes. No, because you're making jokes that we won't get. And that's not, like I'm not saying like America is bad because of that, because even some British comedy like The Inbetweeners and the original UK Office, like that would have some humor in there that the Americans wouldn't get.
Yeah.
But that is why I say is one of the bigger problems, because you're making so many central based jokes that trying to broadcast it to the world is going to be the biggest hurdle to get through. Yeah,
there's going to be a lot of humor that's lost.
Exactly.
It's like subbing and dubbing of Japanese anime. The Japanese sense of humor is very specific. It's very difficult to make puns, but because of that, puns are considered more funny there. Whereas like English puns, whether American English or UK English, it's so easy to make puns that it's just not funny.
But even then, like the way they do puns, like play on words, is going to be lost in translation.
Especially because the same word can mean multiple things. Like the word kami, for example. The name kami can mean one of three things. It could either mean hair, paper, or God. So if you can come up with a pun that's related to kami, which I have done in one of my own original works, it's considered clever.
Yeah, but even then, but it's like trying to get that stuff over here. If you're gonna dub a pun, you're gonna have to change that dialogue entirely. It was
either you have to change the joke, or you have to explain it in like the closed captions or the subtitles, or you're gonna have to do something to make the joke translate. Or it's when sometimes you hear in dubbed anime people talk about like the characters and names, like they're clearly writing in Japanese, but they're speaking in English. Oh, how do you read the characters of your name?
Death Note does that as well. just like the first episode of Death Note was like Yagami, could you read this in English? Like what?
Yeah.
I think this is good enough time to end the stream. I was gonna end it after Silver's missions, but I was enjoying all of these like conversations. So I thought I'd keep it going. Do you have anything you want to add before I end it?
I really want pizza.
Okay, and you, Jack?
I don't really have anything to say, honestly.
Alright, well.
Do you want pizza?
No.
This has been Sonic 06 for the Xbox 360. If you like what we've seen and you want to see more, be sure to let me know down below. Next time we come back to this, we probably won't. So the next stream will most likely be on Wednesday, which, still deciding, probably be Sonic Adventure 2. So, I'll get ready to kill myself tomorrow. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, really. Other than subscribe, see you later. Thank you guys so much for watching. He's Manga Artist, she's Author-san, and I'm Sergeantmajormario saying, ciao!
Don't kill yourself.
Adios!